If you're watching the replay, you could always support the channel by sending a super thanks. That's right, a super thanks. That's the heart shape with the $sign in it right below the video. Let's go.
Sauce boy shit, what you want me to prove?
Spacey got this sauce on. 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 Spacey got this sauce
Sauce boy shit, what you want me to prove?
Spacey got this sauce on. Spacey got this sauce on. Spacey got this sauce on.
the prison.
Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on.
Hey, bruh, I appreciate you, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, No Captivity, man. He's a good dude, man.
Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on.
Hey, bruh, I appreciate you, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, No Captivity, man. He's a good dude, man.
Sauce boy shit, what you want me to prove?
Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on.
Times in our life,
You got time to sing on it. You sing.
we all have pain.
So then you gonna sing.
We all have sorrow. Then I look at Wayne and I know that he will be ugly tomorrow. Lean on me when you're my cousin and I'll be your friend. I help you carry on, for it won't be long that I'm gonna need my cousin to care. Ah.
No captivity.
Hold on, why my damn song didn't play? Wait, that ain't, That ain't,
Travis Moss.
no. My song didn't play, man. I don't like that. What is it? What up? You are officially locked into No Captivity with Freezy, where we tackle issues that sometimes have us trapped in this thing that we call life. But if you know me, you know my motto. To free yourself, you must heal yourself. And if you rock with your dog, please hit that like and subscribe button hard right now. And also comment and share this live stream. That is if you rock with your boy Freezy.
No captivity.
Hold on, y'all, man. I don't like that. I don't like that. Why did my song play during... Where is that song? And you through no cap?
Freezy.
Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me see something.
Freezy. Freezy. No captivity. Freezy.
Okay, that... I don't know why I didn't do that the first time. What's going on? What's going on with the No Cap crew? How y'all feeling, man? Y'all feeling good? We got a great live stream we're gonna do tonight. How much did white Jesus play a part in the division of the black community? If you're not ready for this show, you just ain't gonna never be ready for it. I know I'm gonna talk about it. You know, when it come down to white Jesus, man, white Jesus is a very polarizing figure, man. And I don't think a lot of people put enough thought into white Jesus. White Jesus plays into the black community psychologically, spiritually. I would even say mentally and physically as well. You might as well go ahead and throw in financially in there. You know what I'm saying? White Jesus plays a part in every facet of our life. And I don't think we actually give enough credence to white Jesus. You know? Yeah, I don't think we give enough credence to him. But I just think that, you know, tonight's show we're gonna highlight white Jesus and how significant white Jesus is, right? I think it's very important to highlight that. Sorry, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just having so much going on. I don't know. There it is, man. Let's see. No, we ain't finna keep having this.
Not on my watch.
Oh, I just wanted to hit that to see if my machine worked. The devil is busy tonight, but we're gonna have a great conversation, y'all. Shout out to the whole No Cap crew that's in the building. I appreciate y'all. Let me play my chat song. Here we go. Here we go. But I want y'all to think about that. Y'all already know that I've been thinking about this for a long time. One of the big reasons why I changed my life and how I started looking at my life, when I changed my life for the better and I wanted to please God more and I wanted to know the truth more, one of the biggest questions is, when I started reading the Bible extensively and I got to Revelations, I said to myself, hold on, wait, this image does not describe the Jesus that I've been shown all my life. Most of y'all not going to admit it, but most of y'all, when y'all get down on your knees and you pray, or whether you get down on your knees and now you pray or whatever. No, and I'm not saying pause right there. No, I'm not saying no Diddy. I'm tired of that. Most of y'all pray to a white Jesus. You're not going to admit it. I've talked to numerous of people. They never admit it. Oh, priest, I don't pray to no white Jesus. I know Jesus is black. No, most of y'all think Jesus is white. And it has had a profound effect on your life. You're just not going to admit it. But tonight we're going to have a very serious conversation because I feel like we need to have a serious conversation. You know what I'm saying? It's just time to stop running from what has been conditioning us all of our life, man. One of the main things is white Jesus. Then, you know, most people, God is a big fat white man. Everybody feel like Santa Claus white. Now, that's one of the funniest things. I have like walked in people's houses and people have been so pro-black where they have had like a black Santa Claus. Now, that's funny. That's funny. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, bro, listen, man. I understand you're pro-black, but man, listen, if you're gonna celebrate Christmas, just come on, man. But I get it though, because you know, I found out the history of Saint Nicholas. Saint Nick, the real Saint Nick is actually black. Go figure. But I want to talk about this stuff. I want to talk about a lot of this stuff. Before we actually get deep into the conversation, how about we do a roll call? Shout out to my brother Wally World Media in the building. What's going on, Wally World? Great to see you. I appreciate you, my brother. Shout out to you.
No Cap-tivity.
Also, shout out to my sister Peaches De Leon. She said, like button smash. She always a #1 fan. Meditate. No captivity.
No Cap-tivity.
It's important to meditate. She said, we had fun last night. You was on Venus's channel, or you talking about the VIP Live? Because the last time I seen you was VIP Live. That was on Venus's channel last night. Were you talking about VIP Live? We did have fun on VIP Live. Shout out to Peaches De Leon. Also, shout out to Boot Camp. He said, what it do, Freezy? What's going on, Boot Camp?
No Cap-tivity.
Great to see you, my brother. Uyaham X. In the building, he says, salute, shalom, bro, shalom.
No Cap-tivity.
Shout out to see you, Uyaham. My sister Angel Edwards, aka Kenya S, in the building. She said, "Hey, what's going on, Freezy?
No captivity.
Great to see you, sis." Vaughn, my brother Vaughn, he said, "Not white Jesus." Yeah, white Jesus.
No captivity.
Vaughn said, "I didn't know white Jesus was black until I seen the first episode of Good Times." Just kidding. I remember that. Shout out to Vaughn, man. VB in the building. Shout out to VB. I don't know why I been calling you VB. That's a cool name. Travis Allen, he say, "I am on the road, but listening, Freezer." Shout out to you, man. Shout out to my dog, Travis
No
Allen.
captivity.
And there she go, yittity, El Cheapo in real life. What's going on, El Cheapo? Well, how you doing, Cheapo? What you been doing? What you been doing, Cheapo? Shout out to my sister, Cheapo.
No captivity.
So, y'all know what time it is. Listen, man. If you support this channel, share the live stream, man. Share the live stream. Put a 1 in the chat if you okay with sharing the live stream. And becoming a part of the No Cap campaign. Thank you to everybody that always shares the live stream. It really does make a difference. I really appreciate y'all. And to anybody that doesn't know how to share the live stream, the share button is right below the video, right next to the like and the dislike button. And it gives you an option to share it out to any one of your favorite social media platforms, or you can copy the link and you can share it out to any one of your close friends and family. Either way, thank you for being a part of the No Cap campaign. And I wish all of y'all $11 million. Whoever shares the live stream, whoever puts a 1 in the chat, I wish you $11 million in your life.
No captivity.
Shout out to you. Thank you, sis. Venus is the only one that's going to get that $11 million as of tonight. Shout out to you, sis. I appreciate you. And anybody else that, you know, feels the giving spirit of sharing the live stream. I appreciate. Shout out to Angel Edwards. She's going to get that $11 million. We speak it in your life. Thank you, Angel, for being a part. Thank you all of my sisters for being a part of the No Cap campaign. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. It really does mean a lot. Also, shout out to everybody that actually hit that like button so far. Let's see how many people hit the like button. 15 people hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, I would appreciate it if you go ahead and just hit that like button. I know it'd be hard sometimes, man. I know it'd be so hard to hit that like button. But you can do it, man. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, man. You're not going to change my life by hitting the like button. I'm just being honest with you. You're not going to just send me to richdom. You know what I'm saying? Like we went from 15 likes to 20 likes. Thank you. That means a lot, man. Shout out to everybody that hit that like button. I wish all of y'all $4 million in your life. If you want to hit the dislike button, feel free. I don't care. Thank you. Just the same. 21 likes, man. Thank you. It's going up as we speak. I appreciate that, man. I really do. And 22 likes now. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all. Listen. Shout out to my sister. Venus said, yes, I need that 11. Man, who you telling? I need that 11. I need to share my own live stream so I can wish myself $11 million. I just thought about that. I be leaving myself out. I need to stop doing that. I need to stop. I need them $11 million too. Shout out to my sister Venus. Shout out to Fear No Mortals in the building. What's going on, Fear No Mortals?
No captivity.
What's going on, Fear No Mortals? She said salute, love, prayers. Shout out to my sister Fear No Mortals. Fear No Mortals is going live Monday, so make sure y'all stay tuned. She's going live. And your boy Freezy will be on her show. Shout out to you, Fear No Mortals. And shout out to Kimberly Johnson from Temecula, California. She said, "Hey, Freezy and the No Cap crew."
No captivity.
What's going on, Kimberly? How you doing? How you doing, Kimberly? I just want to say, man, a lot of y'all was cooking in Bible study today, especially, you know, when we have like a group talk and people share things, man. You know, a lot of y'all, I want to say this, the Bible study crew gives great advice. Sometimes I just be sitting back listening, I'll be like, man, I need to do that for myself. Like, the Bible study crew is dope. And I'll be like, man, where did I get these people from? Where did y'all come from, man? Why y'all like me? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all too good to be true, man. Where y'all come from? I don't deserve y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Also, to support this platform and to support stories of this magnitude, especially if you would like your comments read and highlighted, or if you would like your voices to be heard from the chat, it's very easy, man. The first way is to send a super cap, aka super chat. That's the rectangle box with the $ slap dab in the middle of it, right down there where you type your chat at. That's the super chat. That is the super chat, man. As a matter of fact, my dog, I say Jerome's in the house. Super chat came on through with the $20. And Jerome already know he is the initial sponsor of tonight's show. Jerome said, the player of Debonair is here. And I'm about to be the first sponsor up in here.
No captivity.
Shout out to Jerome in the house. My longtime brother, man. Jerome's been with me for a long time. That's my dog. That's right. That's my dog. And Jerome, you are the initial sponsor of tonight's show. The other way to support this show, especially if you would like your voices to be heard from the chat, is by Cash Cap. The Cash Cap is $Freezy No Cap. That's $Freezy No Cap, man. That is how, the second way how you support the show. We're waiting on the first Cash Cap as well. And the third way is by PayPal. The PayPal is No Captivity with Freeze. That's No Captivity with Freeze without the Y. There you go. And I appreciate y'all, man. Somebody asked, Freezer, how can I become sponsor of tonight's show? Well, Jerome just showed us how to do it. Basically, you know, Jerome just showed us how to do it. Whoever was the first one to send $20 or more will become the initial sponsor of tonight's show. And Jerome did that. So Jerome is the initial sponsor of tonight's show. To become a co-sponsor or official sponsor of tonight's show, it has to be $20 or more. $20 or more, thanks to my brother Jerome in the house.
No captivity.
It's about time to get this party started, man. I want to talk about white Jesus and his trifling ass. Okay. Y'all don't think that white Jesus is serious. I know some of y'all thinking, Freezer, why is we doing a show about white? Listen. If you don't like that, let me stop, man. Let me stop. We're gonna talk about white Jesus tonight because y'all don't understand the detriment of what white Jesus did to y'all. And I don't care if y'all like it or not. Some of y'all might be like, fall out with me tonight because you've been loving white Jesus for so long. You're just like, Freezy. Why? And we all know what a lot of people say when we do talk about white Jesus and be like, you know, we, you know, show you what his ethnicity really was, his the color of his skin really was. You know, the next thing is people say, well, it shouldn't matter what color he is. It shouldn't matter what color he is, dog, if you really love God. Okay. Yeah. And here's what I say behind it. If the Bible says the description, anything in the Bible matters. That's my comeback every time. Anything in the Bible matters. If the Bible said it, it matters. You know. Before we actually discuss that and before we get deep into that topic, I want to show y'all some stuff that I seen. I want to share some stuff with y'all, man. Where am I going to start? Where am I going to start, man? Thank you, Vaughn. Vaughn said, let him use you tonight. Thank you, Vaughn. Put me in the spirit, Vaughn. Put me in there. Put me in, coach. Kimberly said, what was Jesus' ethnicity, Freezy? We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it, Kimberly. I got you. Don't worry about it. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to play these videos right quick. And we're going to have a great conversation. Let's see. Here we go. Let's go over here to the other side over here. Way on the other side of town. Here we go. Let's go way over here on the other side of town, y'all. All right. So let's talk about just, can we talk about white people first? Let's talk about white people first. This Arizona dad facing murder charges after leaving 2-year-old girl to die in hot car while he was watching porn and drinking. Wife defends him and says it was a mistake. This is why a lot of black guys, you know, this is why they always say, oh man, I need me a white woman. Because some white women will let you just get away with anything. This dude left his 2-year-old to die in a hot car while he was watching porn and drinking. And his wife defended him after he was negligent with his 2-year-old daughter, with their 2-year-old daughter, and she died because he was watching porn and drink. His wife is actually defending him and says it was a mistake. What y'all think about that, man? Kimberly said, Freezy, I know his ethnicity. I was responding to your question. Oh, okay. My bad, Kimberly. My bad. Yo, this is crazy, man. And for this woman to actually still defend her husband, I said only one thing is going on. Well, it's only two things that could possibly be going on while she's still defending him. Either he's beating her ass or he's beating her ass.
No Cap-tivity.
Them the only two things that could be going on. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna show y'all this right here, man. Black cops don't complain until they're in the position that regular civilian black folks are in. Cause you know a lot of black cops think that they better than what they really is until they have a reality check like this guy right here.
I was kind of humiliated and embarrassed.
I felt like it was a racial thing, and I felt like he was singled out.
Only on 9, claims of racial discrimination at a Chick-fil-A. A Clover police officer said that he had to pay for his meal, but that his 3 white colleagues did not.
Their claims did garner an apology from the owner of the Augusta restaurant where this happened.
He was so offended that his 3 white colleagues didn't have to pay for the meal. The restaurant gave the meal to his white colleagues for free, his 3 white colleagues, but they made his black ass pay for the meal. Yeah. Welcome to Black America, black cop.
Our South Carolina reporter Tina Terry spoke to officers about their experience.
I was kind of humiliated and embarrassed, at the whole situation, because it seemed like it was a racial issue to me.
Clover Police Sergeant Tracy Reed had that experience at a Chick-fil-A restaurant in Augusta, Georgia, while on a work trip a few weeks ago. He and 3 other CPD officers, all of them white, went into the restaurant for breakfast.
We all came into the restaurant together. We rode together, came in the restaurant together, all had the same uniform on, stood in line together. There was never a time that we were not together while standing in line.
They say all 3 white officers were offered a complimentary meal, which they say is often offered to law enforcement at the popular restaurant chain. But when Sergeant Reed got to the register, he had to pay.
He said he had to pay for his meal, and it infuriated me. And I told him, I said, "You want me to go say something?" And he was like, "No, I don't want you to cause a scene."
Now, one thing I would say about cops, it's not that they're they're just compassionate human beings a lot of times. Some cops are. But a lot of times the reason why they take up for each other because they're a fraternity. They're a fraternity, man. And so if they didn't take up for that black cop, any dirty act that black cop would have seen him do, he would have actually told on their ass. Oh, y'all ain't gonna have my back here at Chick-fil-A, so y'all get to eat free? Okay, I tell you what, next time we on call and you beat up a ninja's ass, guess what? I'm telling on you. I'm telling you, y'all ain't got my back. I ain't got yours.
But I could tell by the way he looked that, he just looked down at his plate and he looked really embarrassed and humiliated, which really made me mad.
Eventually, Reed wrote this letter to Chick-fil-A corporate demanding the chain retrain employees at the Augusta location and strengthen corporate-wide policies on compliance with civil rights laws. But Reed and the other officers were not satisfied with the response from the Augusta store manager, which included 2 cards for free meals.
They said that it was perceived that we were embarrassed.
How much more does it take to convince people that racism is still very much alive? Like, these black coons be like, it ain't no more real racism. It's all in your head. Okay. This is a black cop at Chick-fil-A. Why he got treated like that? Duh. And look how he looking. He looking like a damn slave. Like, he didn't give me no chicken fillet. They didn't give me no chicken, bitch.
Or that it was a.
Shout out to Rush Enterprise Stars in the building. What's up, Rush? And shout out to my brother Living Umbly. What's going on, Living Umbly? Great to see you, bro.
Racial incident, which I didn't like because I know it wasn't perceived. It actually happened.
He's not the only one who perceived it. We all perceived it that way, and it's not even perception. It's what happened. It was a racial issue.
Now, that letter from the store manager included an apology, and it also stated that the person who processed the meal was a team leader who doesn't normally work behind the register. The manager called this incident a mistake. Reporting from Clover, Tina.
And see how easily they pass it off? The manager simply called it a mistake. 3 white guys, and the only person that didn't get their meal was a black guy. It just was a mistake. That's all it was. It was just coincidence, hey, And they'll lie. These people will lie. They got no integrity, None whatsoever, man. I hope that black cop got his meal, man. They should have gave him extra fries and everything. Speaking of white people, man, white people got it bad, man. White people is just getting worse and worse and worse.
My name is Stella. I want to ask, do you support ICE picking working people off the streets and kidnapping them.
And why is the camera person or reporter laughing? I heard him snickering. That was crazy. Hey, listen. It's not a joke, man. We gotta pray for white people. Shout out to E-Dub. What's going on, E-Dub? E-Dub says salute. E-Dub says salute. What's going on, E-Dub? And shout out to JD1975. He said, Freezy, I saw this, man. I saw that. I know, bro. I know, man. He said, salute, Freezy. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to Jerome said, Freezy, they know it's still alive and well. They just think because they rub elbows with them folks, they are in their good graces. Yeah, and they're delusional, my brother. Shout out to Jerome, man. The sponsor, the initial sponsor of tonight's show. Let's see. Let's see, man. Listen, shout out to all the parents out there. Do we got any parents in the chat? Do we have any parents in the chat? Any parents that have raised kids in their own household? Put a 1 if you're a parent in the chat and you raise kids in your own household. Kimberly, JD1975, Fear No Mortals, E-Dub. We got any more parents out there? Uyaham X, Fear No Mortals. Shout out to all the parents in the No Cap crew. If you are a parent, this next video, some of y'all will be able to identify with it. Living humbly. Shout out to all the parents out there, man. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. This next video, some of y'all will probably be able to identify with. Watch this. Jerome say he's a parent too. Shout out to Jerome. Here we go.
Buster Maya, I don't got.
Are you gonna hit me or something?
What the fuck I'ma hit you, Buster Maya? I don't got no beef with you. Your beef is with me.
I don't even talk to you. What are you talking about?
So y'all see the caption. The caption say a mother is reportedly asking her daughter to give her $100 to $50 every week from her paycheck. Cause this girl is an adult now. She's an adult age and she's still living with her mama. All the mama is asking for is between $50 to $100 every week out of paycheck.
I called you to make sure that you had a ride to work. I don't have to give a damn about you getting to work, Samaya.
No, you didn't. You told me that I had to pay you to get to work.
I said, do you have some money? Because I don't have none. And then I said, Bug, I got $10. But what I'm trying to tell you for next time is that you can't depend on me to pay my money and my gas to get you to and from work. That's not my responsibility. You can't get mad because I'm telling you you gotta buy your own food. You're an adult. That's not my responsibility.
So you're not my mom no more because
Bug, I'm here to help you. I'm not here to put your gas in a bill.
What have you helped me with? You haven't taught me how to drive. You haven't given me that money to put to school. You have not done nothing else.
When do you brush your teeth?
Okay, so what?
Who's been washing your
Okay, so as soon as I graduate, I'm supposed to
I've been taking care of you. I didn't tell you you had to leave.
Yes, you did.
I tell you you
Yes,
had
you
to leave.
did.
You said I hate it here. I hate you. I want to hurry up and move out of here.
Then you said I had
Yo, listen, I'm sorry. It's just a part of me is saying no parent that actually takes care of their child and provide a roof over their head, food in their belly, clothes on their back, should not have to raise their voice that loud to get their child to see, hey, listen, you're of a working age now. You know, you pretty much grown. All I'm asking for is $50 a week. I don't think no parent should have to raise their voice to where they're almost about to lose their voice. There's something wrong with that, man.
Well, you told me that you was gonna go anyway, bub. Well, you were supposed to be going to work. You didn't take your ass to work. Why? Because you got fired. That's how I know you didn't even go to work. No, because of you, bub. Because all I said was, bub, how much money you make? How much money do you make?
Not $2,000. I barely make $1,000 a month.
You make $1,000 a month.
Barely.
You told me you make $2,000 a month.
Barely.
But it doesn't even matter, bub. All I asked for was $50 to $100 out of that. That would still left you with.
A week.
No, I said when you get paid.
Every
50
week.
to 100. I didn't know when you got paid. That's why I asked you. Either way, you would have still had a bulk of money left, bub. All I said was help me. So you're causing me to have to pay gas.
What y'all think about that? Do y'all think the mother is being too hard? Should the mother say to herself, you know, okay, because the girl said she makes like $1,000 a month. The mother wanted $50 to $100 a week. The mother is saying that would still leave you with a bulk of money in your pocket. The daughter was crying. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Girls get away with that stuff more than boys do. Like, parents tend to seem more soft. They tend to get more soft on girls. Why? I don't know. Y'all need to stop doing that. If that was a boy, see, that's why these boys be growing up to be manosphere maniacs.
This one here for the thug.
Y'all need to stop doing that to these boys. Cheapo. I'm just playing. I'm just playing, cheapo. Golly. Cheapo cussing me out. What y'all saying in the chat? Cheapo said no, she's not being too hard on her daughter. Kimberly saying absolutely not. Vaughn saying some of these young people need a wake-up call and they won't hear it if you whisper. I'm just Livy Umlin said it wouldn't even be an argument with my people or I would have been out the house. Fear No More said, I don't have time for all that yelling. I need my peace. If you have all that mouth, then go figure it out. Oh, y'all ain't playing around. Jerome say, nope, she's not wrong because if she kicked her out, she'll have to pay more than that if she was out on her own. That's a great point, bro. Cheapo said, I almost choked your ass through the through the phone. I was just joking, man. Golly. I was just joking, man. Let's keep going. Let's get off this video for Cheapo. Find my damn address or some shit, man. I'm gonna tell y'all something. These kids are something else. These kids are something else, man. Shout out to my sister Mo Love. Super chat. What's going on, Mo Love? Thank you for the $5 super cap, Mo Love. She said, blessings, Freezy and chat. Please remember to support the live.
No Cap-tivity.
Shout out to Mo Love, man. Mo Love joined us in Bible study today, and it was an awesome time. It's great to see you in the chat, sis. Shout out to Mo Love in the building, man. What y'all said? I need my $50. That's what Kimberly said. I just need my damn $50. That's it. Hey, I ain't mad at you here. Angel says she should be driving herself to work. Let's start. Let's start there. What's going on? The Most High. The Most High said it starts at $50 to $100. then by a certain time, it's your whole check. Oh, the Most High say, yeah, y'all parents be playing them damn games. It started at $50 to $100. Then y'all want the whole check. Y'all hear what Most High saying? Most High giving all the parents pushback. Mo Love said, love you, Freezer. Love you too, sis. Aw. Shout out to Mo Love in the building, man. And shout out to Beige Lives Matter too in the building. What's going on, Beige Lives Matter? Yeah, these kids off the chain. I ain't gonna lie, these kids off the chain. Y'all check this out, man.
And my daughter, this is the only daughter I have. We've always been like super close. This is like my best friend. She has a big butt. I'm not gonna lie. Unfortunately, I don't have that. She got the booty.
Why is you saying that? Where is you going with this?
And she comes to my house with these little shorts on and tight clothing and always bending over, and he be looking with his little googly eyes. I caught him a few times. I'm like, what you doing? Oh, no, I was looking at the TV. You weren't looking at no damn TV. You was looking at her butt. And so then she calls his phone in the middle of the night. And when I answer the phone, she's like, oh, I'm like, why you calling my man? She's like, well, I was trying to call you. Remind you, I don't got no calls, no missed calls from her, no text messages, no nothing. And then my friend told me she saw them at a bar hugging and kissing. He denied it, though. He denied it.
What will you do if you find out that they're sleeping together?
I hope that's not the case. First, I'm going to put his ass out. I'm packed up. He's got to go. He got to go. That's it. The wedding is off. It's over with.
Well, my producers told me before we bring anyone out, there's something they want you and I to look at. What is it?
We've been messing around, and it's over with. I just want to let her know enough days to continue to decide to get married.
Yo, I'm not even gonna do it, man. I'm not even gonna do it because it's not appropriate, man. The mother said, yeah, you know, it's true. My daughter does have a big butt. I'm not even gonna do it, y'all. A big butt? That's all your daughter? That's the only thing big on this freezing. Stop, freezing, stop! Freeze it, stop, man. Damn. I said I wasn't gonna do it, man. She tell you, yeah, it's true. My daughter does have a big butt. Okay.
I just want to get that off my conscience.
I'm fixed to marry this man, Anaya. We supposed to be getting married in less than 2 months. You are my daughter. Men come a dime a dozen, but you are my child. You are my child. Are you intentionally trying to hurt me?
I'm not.
And you're crying?
Because I feel bad for hurting you.
Well, if you felt so bad, why did you do it? You should have stopped it then and been like, no,
Damn.
I'm not doing that to my mama again. I'm not going to put her through that no more.
Again? This ain't the first time she slept with your man? Your man? What's going on?
Angry and upset with you.
And you don't think I'm angry and upset? You sleeping with my daughter? How many times did I ask you this?
Yo, how did black people get like this? How did the black community get like this? Was it white Jesus? Was it white Jesus, y'all? That's the question on the floor tonight, man.
More than once.
And what did you tell me?
Told you I haven't been sleeping with her.
So, but you have though, right? Multiple times, and you told her you was gonna leave me to be with her? You told her you loved her?
Yes.
Marcus, why would you?
What's going on, Liberated Soul? In the building, what's going on, Liberated? Great to see you, my brother. He said, look out, bro, in chat. Hope everybody good. Shout out to you, my brother. Great to see Liberated Soul.
Dude, I'm really trying not to put my hands on you, dude.
If you wanted to cheat, why would you cheat with her daughter? Why would you pursue her daughter?
Why?
Because, I mean...
Any other woman. You could have any woman.
I mean, well, it was enticing, you know.
What's enticing about my daughter?
He said, hey, you could tell he from California. That's how cheapo them talk. Hey, it was enticing. It was enticing, you know, in the car. It was enticing. It was enticing, you know, in the car.
I told you about what she did to me before. You already knew this, and so you open up the same wound? You think I'm going to still marry you? Are you out your rabbit ass mind? And you're sleeping with my daughter.
Did you consider her a daughter too? At first, did you consider her as your daughter?
At first, yes.
And what switched in your mind that made you see her as not your daughter anymore?
I mean, like I told you, coming around me with the tight clothes.
So that means you're saying you have no self-control?
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and have you just leave because there's no point in talking to you. You disgusting. Okay. And then we should go back
You
to
already
stage.
know we over with. It's over with and done. You
He
already.
said she was enticing, man. Coming around me with the tight clothes. Chico said, this the second time you came for me, cuz. Let me ask all the mothers in the chat a question. If you had a daughter, which some of y'all do, and she was of age, she was an adult, and you found out that your daughter slept with your man, would you forgive her? Could you get back, like, could you get back solid with her? Could you forgive her? Start a poll. If your daughter slept with your man, could it ever be the same again between you and her? I want all the mothers to answer that question. If your daughter slept with your man, could it ever be the same between you and her? This your daughter, this your blood daughter. This your blood daughter. I really wanted to ask that question. I wanted to see how the women think, man. Shout out to Brandon Nesbitt in the building. What's going on, Brandon? Shout out to Brandon in the building, man. Nezabite in the building. Let's go back. Let's see where we at. How did black people get like this? Was it white Jesus? Was it white Jesus that got us like this, y'all? So dysfunctional and so divided. This is Darius McCray from Family Matters, man. Darius McCray is in jail for $75,000 worth of child support, and he done lost his damn mind. This man represent his damn self.
Clearly, Mr. McCrary is not attending to his family matters. He has 2 daughters and 1 son, and this matter is regarding 1 daughter who lives in Michigan. He has previously been ordered to pay child support. As of August 20th of last year, he owed $75,473.26. He owes substantially more at this time. However, Michigan could not give me a figure due to...
Hold on, let me see something. Okay, I got you, Brandon. Thank you for your $2 super cap, man.
privacy reasons.
The court is in receipt of a signed waiver of extradition to the state of Michigan signed by the defendant, and the court finds a valid waiver of extradition to the state of Michigan, signs the waiver of extradition. As such, this defendant is remanded to the custody of the sheriff without bail, and the court sets a 30-day date review hearing in this date, and that date is November 14th.
All right, Vaughn, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, Vaughn.
2025 at 8:30, Department 101. Okay, thank you.
What that is?
Clearly, Mr. McCrary is not attending to his family matters. He has 2 daughters and 1 son.
The lawyer said, clearly Mr. What's his name here? Mr. Darius is not attending to his family matters. That's crazy. And that was funny as hell. That was funny as hell, man. Yo, they going crazy. ICE is going crazy, man. ICE is going crazy, man. ICE is just rampant in the street. They're not just chasing down illegals or Hispanics or nothing. They're chasing down black kids as well. Black men, black kids, it don't even matter. Watch this.
He's a citizen! He's a citizen! He's a citizen!
This is the moment federal agents held a 19-year-old man to the ground outside a Chicago convenience store.
I'm telling them I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm here. I'm legal. I'm born here. So they didn't try to hear none of that though.
The video was filmed after a border patrol vehicle.
See, y'all think it's a game, but these white boys out here slamming everybody. They ain't just chasing down immigrants. They're using their position with their mask on to just mistreat anybody. And it's going to mostly be black folk too. If you black or Hispanic, minority, they gonna slam your ass. I'm telling you, it's gonna get worse. This is the wild, wild west out here. Real talk.
Collided with an SUV during an immigration enforcement operation. The collision sparked a hostile reaction from the nearby crowd. Yoreli Jimenez, who filmed the video, says she saw federal agents chasing occupants of the vehicle into a Walgreens store.
Get the
Jimenez told CNN she and 2 others ran into the store to film the incident, but were confronted by agents when they tried to leave. Jimenez and King say he was taken into custody, but released later that day.
This could be y'all son. This could be y'all nephew. This boy wasn't doing nothing. And we got black conservatives, not all black conservatives, I'm talking about just the black coon side, that's defending this type of behavior.
I just graduated high school, so they could come from literally anybody. And that's not right.
CNN has reached out to the Department of Homeland Security for comment about this incident.
He's a citizen! He's a citizen!
That's crazy. ICE detains 19-year-old outside Walgreens. He's a citizen. He's a citizen. That's what the woman is saying. That's what the woman is saying, man. And it's just going to keep happening because the morale of black folk is so down. Why is the morale of black folk down? Why isn't the morale of black folk high? Is it because of white Jesus? Is it because most black people, when they pray to a white man, they pray to a white Jesus? And it causes inferiority in us? Let's see. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all pray for y'all black boys. Y'all pray for y'all the young black men. We're losing our black men, our young black men each and every day.
How you doing?
Good, how are you? You said what?
How old are you?
I'm 23.
How old are you?
23.
Fire. Wait, you got like a boyfriend or something?
No, he died.
Damn, sorry to hear that. What you bring out at one time?
What? I don't do ratings like middle school. I don't do that no more. We gotta all get out of that. I think everybody gotta get out of that. It's just so corny to me.
Facts. You think I'm cute or nah?
I mean, yeah, you're handsome. What happened?
You wanna play Put a Finger Down?
Only one way to get rid of dudes like you.
No, I don't.
Oh!
I knew there was something fishy about you.
I know, right? What can I say? Oh.
So now he knows that this is a man. He knows this. This transsexual just let it out the box. He let it out. Now watch this.
I'm so sorry. You found me.
This is when he's supposed to just log off if he thought this was a woman, right? Watch this.
But you know, I don't got no problem with that.
What you mean?
Like, I ain't got no problem with that. You a man? That's cool.
Man, oh, I don't see it. I guess we look the same, huh?
So we're saying we could link. That's what you're saying.
What makes you think you could? Oh. Okay. So you could ask me, rate you scale of 1 to 10? Get me off
so
your...
I can crack.
Oh, you think you gonna crack?
Yeah. Why not?
Oh, you think just because I'm trans, I'm gonna say yes?
No.
That's evidently what you think.
Did that come out my mouth? No,
Like, what makes you think just because, like...
Because what? Like, I feel like you cute.
No, I just think, like, at the end of the day, if you think you cracking, go ready to bend over, because you're not.
Wait, what you mean bend over? Me bend over or you?
You heard me, nigga.
You turning me on now.
Bend that ass over.
Okay. Shout out to my brother Jeff in the building. Uncle Jeff in the building. He say he want to play with a ding-a-ling.
No captivity.
Shout out to Jeff, man. What's going on with you, bro? Looks like it, yeah. But y'all, the white Jesus have something to do with this too? Is white Jesus the reason why a lot more of our youth, we're losing them to perversion? Is white Jesus the reason why we're being lost to a lot of us, a lot of our youth and grown men and women and young girls are being lost to perversion?
Now I gotta bend over.
Yeah, nigga.
Let me give y'all a little Halloween tip. This Halloween, well, every Halloween, y'all need to be locking y'all doors. But please lock y'all doors on Halloween, man. Because this world is becoming more and more demonic. Watch this right here.
It is like a scene straight out of a horror film. This unsettling new video shows creepy masked figures standing at the front door of an Alexandria home, at times even ringing the bell and jiggling the handle. The family told our Josh Chapin at first they thought this was a Halloween prank until the situation took a terrifying turn. Now they're asking, why them?
Worst nightmare.
What seemed like a Halloween prank turned into a nightmare for one Alexandria family this week.
It was just a blessing that I was in the house that day.
Shayla, whose last name we're not revealing to protect them, has been staying here with her mom and little brother temporarily.
I want to get you. Open the door.
That's her voice you can hear on the Ring doorbell camera.
Who is it? Open up the door before we make our way inside.
She asked the masked group of people to leave, but they don't.
I said Happy Halloween when they first came, asked them to get off the property. When they didn't, that's when I realized it wasn't a joke anymore. They tore the whole thing down.
Shayla showing us their next move in the backyard of their West Alexandria home.
So they hopped on here, they came through there, and that's how they entered to get to our door.
Yo, they broke these people glass. They broke their gate. They was trying to actually harm these people. This Halloween shit is not a game no more. These people are demonic. Y'all need to make sure y'all are protected in your house. I'm telling you right now, and y'all know how this turns out. More and more people are watching these movies like Scream and or what is it called? Strangers, Strange Things, whatever it's called, Strange Things. This is going to become more of a trend. The same way school shootings happen, and there's more and more mass shootings, church shootings and all that kind of stuff. Charlie Kirk. I'm telling you right now, y'all need to stop acting like it's a game, because you don't know who is going to show up at your house in a mask on Halloween. You just don't know. I'm just telling you. You can't be too careful. And listen, if y'all ain't got no guns in your house, what are you doing? You need to stay scrapped. You need to, listen, everybody, if you don't believe in guns, you need a gun in your house. I'm telling you right now, these people are serious. These people are serious. Shout out to Smitty in the building. What's going on, Smitty?
To be able to knock on the back door.
She said police eventually showed up to investigate.
Look at this shit. Look at this. They was really trying to get these people. They was trying to kill these people. What kind of, man?
Why would they target your house?
I have no idea. That's why I'm not taking.
And then you could tell that was a white man, because we seen the back of his neck. White man, white woman. It was somebody white. White Jesus. We don't know who it was.
Taking it lightly, and I just feel as if my mom's gonna be in fear for a while because we don't know who it is.
Look at this shit.
Detectives don't have a lot to go on at this point, Scott, because as you saw, the suspects are in costumes. They did canvass that area the other night in West Alexandria.
See, y'all think that the tone of this country is just a joke. Y'all think this Donald Trump regime and this MAGA stuff and this ICE, y'all think it's just a joke and it's not that serious. Y'all think this Christian nationalism and all this stuff that we've been, y'all think it's not serious. Okay. Y'all don't see, they just found a boy in Mississippi at a college hung from a tree. Black boys have been getting hanged every year. But y'all just keep taking it like it's a joke. Okay, all right. Keep on. Keep on praising white Jesus.
And they're asking you if you have any information about what happened that Tuesday night to come forward. The chief adding,
man, we don't want to hear that shit. We don't want to hear that shit, man. Did y'all hear about the young girl from the young woman from her name was Kata Scott, who has been missing for 12 days? Did y'all hear about Kata Scott, who has been missing for 12 days? Let me find her initial.
Go away.
Did y'all hear about this young lady right here? Her name is Kata Scott, and she's been missing for 12 days. People have been following this story. Investigators say 23-year-old Miss USA hopeful Kata Scott vanished after receiving harassing phone calls. New evidence has led them to search a wooded area. This girl, black women have, black women always, this is why I sympathize for black women. Black women are a huge target when it comes to kidnapping, sex trafficking, all of that stuff. Black women are a huge target. Why? Possibly because, they are the weaker vessel when it comes to black people, but they still possess that melanin and those strong genes. I'm just saying though. But you know, I'm just listen. Y'all know anybody can get it over here. So they found out the person that actually has something to do with her going missing. Watch this.
Parents of Kata Scott. 21-year-old Keon King was in court today. Now,
yo, these people crazy, man. Y'all got to stop talking with just anybody in these back chats and answering dudes messages on Instagram and this. Y'all got to stop doing that, man. Y'all don't know who these people is. You don't know who you. Man, y'all need to stop entertaining these dudes, man. Look at that dude. This dude looked like he was on YouTube. This dude looked like he was red pill and he used to listen to Fresh and Fit and Anton Daniels. That's what this dude looked like.
Being held on $2.5 million bail. And as that case plays out, authorities now still searching for any sign of Kata Scott. It is Thursday afternoon. I'm Brian Taft.
And I'm Sarah Bloomquist. The big story on Action News is the arraignment of Keon King. He's facing kidnapping and other charges related to Scott's disappearance on October 4th. She has still not been found.
Well, today we learn more about the investigation into a previous kidnapping charge connected to King earlier this year. Action News reporter Annie McCormick live at Philadelphia Police Headquarters this afternoon with the latest. Another day of significant developments, Annie.
Brian, that's right. And King arraigned this morning, now facing that hefty bail of $2.5 million. Today, though, authorities are still looking for the missing woman.
Wow.
Keon King arraigned this morning and facing charges of kidnapping in connection with the disappearance of 23-year-old
Parents of Kata Scott.
Kata Scott. The 21-year-old is facing a second charge of kidnapping in connection with a January 2025 case. Sources say this video circulating on social media stems from that same incident. The video is part of the investigation. Yesterday, the district attorney's office explained why the case was ultimately dropped.
He did have a previous case. It was a 2025 case for very similar conduct, strangulation.
He had a previous case and it was dropped.
And kidnapping. That case had been withdrawn by our office based on the witness failing to appear at court.
Today, homicide detectives were back in the area of yesterday's extensive searching for video. Wednesday, they combed the grounds near the closed Ada Middle School in East Mount Airy, across from the Aubrey Arboretum, where they searched last week. Police say a tip led them to physical evidence there, including a phone case, and sources say they found a debit card with Scott's name on it. Police also took King's car, a 19-year-old Kata Scott. The 21-year-old is a 99 metallic gold Toyota Camry from his mother's condo complex in East Falls. Crime scene investigators are processing it today. Scott was last seen October 4th, going to an overnight shift at her job in
beautiful young black woman, man. You beautiful young black girl.
Chestnut Hill. Police say she told loved ones she was being harassed before she went missing. Investigators would not say if the person harassing her was King or comment on their relationship.
Look at this.
And Brian and Sarah, Scott has now been missing 12 days. Authorities are emphasizing, even though you're seeing in the news word of a suspect, they still need any tip that the public may have. Again, 215-686-TIPS.
Go away.
Look at this crazy. Look at this boy. Why?
Hey, bitch, don't come over here. Karen, call the cops. Call it. It's all these kids in here. Call the cops, you dumb bitch.
Yo, this is real. This is real. This is the guy, the suspect that they're thinking might have kidnapped Kata Scott. This guy's walking around people's house. I think these are some white people's house he's walking around, or Hispanic people's house, and they videoed it and uploaded it.
He coming around the window. Go that way, Cameron.
Yeah, bitch, go away, bye. Go away, bye. Yep, bye. Bye. Keon out here. Go away.
Yo, this is crazy. Y'all see this, man? What's going on with these people? What made him do this? Obviously, he's not in his right mind. We're going to pray for Kata Scott, man. Let's pray for this. She's been missing. She's still missing. This young lady is still missing. Still missing, man. They thinking that young man might have took her, but they don't really know yet. But he is a prime suspect. That's crazy to me, man. Crazy. That's so crazy to me, man. Have y'all heard about Snoop Dogg? Do y'all remember when Snoop Dogg said that he spoke against homosexuality? I think, what movie was that? What Disney movie was that? Toy Story? And he told a story about him taking his son to the movies, and they watched Toy Story and they seen some type of homosexual scene where I think two women was talking to each other. They was in a relationship and one of the women was pregnant or something like that. And the son was like, well, how could the woman get pregnant, daddy, when, you know, it's two women? How can two women get each other? Y'all remember that whole scene that Snoop Dogg actually described? Well, guess what, y'all? It was almost like he was speaking against homosexuality at the time. But guess what Snoop Dogg did? Snoop Dogg just came up with a song for his kids' show, Doggy Land, following his controversial comments about same-sex parents earlier this year. And in the song, I think it says, inclusion is powerful, love always wins. Snoop Dogg creates LGBTQ friendly song for his kids' show, Doggy Land.
I took my grandson to see what was the movie with Buzz Light?
Toy Story?
Not that one, but
the new Buzz. The Lightyear. I think it's called Lightyear.
With Kiki Palmer's in that movie.
Okay.
She plays like the daughter. So we watching it, and the lady, which is Kiki's mama, they move on into the space years, they move down the line, they're like, man, she had a baby with a woman.
Yeah, I did not expect this. Snoop Dogg seems so disturbed from what him and his son has seen at Toy Story movie. Like, I did not see this coming.
My grandson in the middle of the movie like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman. Oh, shit. I didn't come in for this shit. I just came to watch the goddamn movie.
Oh, that was his grandson, not his son. My bad. Same difference.
Hey, man, watch the movie. They just said she had a baby. They both women. How did she have a baby? Shh. The movie ain't over with. So it's like, it fucked me. I'm scared to go to the movies now. Like, y'all throwing me in the middle of shit that I don't have an answer for.
So he made that comment and then he came out with this. I'm not doing this with y'all. I don't care. I'm not doing this with y'all. I don't care, man. I'm just and I know a lot of y'all are hopeful that the world is going to get better. It's not. It's not going to get better, man. And we know, I'm going to tell you, I'm convinced that Snoop Dogg sold his soul a long time ago with Dr. Dre. I'm convinced Snoop Dogg done some strange things from some. I'm just convinced. I'm just convinced, man. And then, listen, Snoop Dogg, you would have thought from that interview, he was like, listen, I ain't with that shit. That's how he was talking, like, I ain't with that shit. Then we hear, I love you, parents. I love you, son. We got to hear this shit. Nobody want to hear that damn shit, man. Man, look at this dude. Look at this delivery driver as he delivered the package and he had to pass by a pride flag. Watch how he passed by this pride flag as if this shit got a hex on it or some witchcraft on it. Watch this. Oh man. Is it that serious? Come on, bruh. Is it really that serious, bruh? Bruh. Listen, that's the funniest SHIT I seen all damn day. I'm telling you. Jasmine Brown, who just had Cam Newton's baby, she was pumping breast milk while she was driving her car, or while they was in the car together, she was driving and pumping breast milk, and the audience was trying to figure out why didn't Cam Newton drive. And I started saying to myself, that's a great point.
Cut it off.
Look at it.
Cut it off. Hold out the window.
And y'all, listen, do y'all see this machine that's pumping out milk? She's pumping milk and driving at the same. Yo, this girl, I'm sorry, y'all. This girl just. Cam Newton is a diva, man.
Mom duties first. I don't know what's worse.
You ruined the video already.
Me putting my life in jeopardy as you pump.
He's saying, I don't know what's worse. Me putting my life in jeopardy as you pump, or what?
It's respect, though. It's discipline. Not discipline. It's discipline.
He didn't even say anything. First of all, you don't have to put your life in jeopardy if you just drive. Don't that make sense?
It's priorities. You look stunning, though.
Thank you,
babe. I see that pen over there in the corner.
I told you it was babbing me in my brain.
Yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that. These dudes are weird as hell, man. These dudes are weird as hell. I'm going to just show y'all this shit because this is a sad story, but I'm going to just show it to y'all anyway.
Well, today at 5, the Turkey Leg Hut is back on the news. One of the original owners is now facing felony charges for allegedly hindering the arrest of a felon. Her boyfriend, that is. Fox's Leslie Delaspore is live at Harris County Criminal Courthouse with what exactly happened here. Leslie.
That's right. Nakia Holmes is charged for allegedly letting her boyfriend stay with her while he was wanted for allegedly beating his ex. Court records say Holmes let Jonathan Saison stay at her home in Cyprus while there was a warrant out for his arrest. Investigators say he beat his ex with a tire iron and kidnapped her at her home earlier this month. According to court records, after officers saw Saison at Holmes' home in Cyprus, they questioned her during a traffic stop, and she denied knowing him and told them he was not at her home. Later, court records say during the traffic stop, a different set of officers who were at Holmes' home told her that Cezanne was seen jumping her fence, and then her story allegedly changed. Now, the district attorney's office tells us that Holmes' bond is currently set at $10,000. Back to you.
So, Leslie, what more do we know about why exactly Jonathan Cezanne was wanted in the first place?
Yeah, so court records claim that Cezanne went to his ex's home to pick up some shoes, and then when she let him in, he forced her into a vehicle, hitting her with the fist and tire iron repeatedly.
Damn. Lord Jesus, man. This is your ex-girlfriend, and you have that much anger and bitterness in you where you reach and pull your ex-girlfriend into the car and started beating her with your fist and with a tire iron? What's wrong with this dude?
Now, court records also say that she was held against her will for 6 hours. And court records also say that Cezanne dropped his ex off at the hospital after she told him that she would not press charges. Now, coming up tomorrow, both Cezanne and Holmes will make their appearance in court. Reporting live from the Harris County Criminal Courthouse, Leslie Dellis for Fox 26 News.
Well, today at...
So, this woman down here, right? This woman is the former owner of Turkey Hut. Where at? What city is she? Was she? Does it say what city? The Turkey? Houston. Does anybody know? Anybody recognize this woman out of Houston? She's the former owner of Turkey Hut, and she was harboring this dude after he beat his ex-girlfriend. So obviously, this girl right here, Nakia Holmes, didn't care about his ex-girlfriend. Obviously, I mean, a lot of times they don't. Let me show y'all this, man. This is what he did to his ex-girlfriend. This is the girl right here, man. This is what he did to her, man. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. And I gotta say this, right? No matter what that girl did to make him that mad, there is no reason for this, man, at all. Look at this woman's face. And this was his ex. She was already his ex-girlfriend. I hope they give him 100 years, man. Wow. Women, y'all gotta be careful. Stop entertaining anybody. Y'all don't know who these people are. You don't know what they're capable of. Y'all gotta stop entertaining. This is y'all brother Freezy, man. I don't care if they call me a simp. Y'all know I don't, by now, y'all know I don't give a damn about that. Y'all gotta stop entertaining just anybody. Why y'all do that? Leave these dudes alone. These dudes is crazy. Especially in today's time, they feel like they got ownership of you. Leave them, I'm telling you. And most of these dudes don't even care about God. Look at this. This is satanic. Shout out to Elite Belly in the building. Bellezo, Elite Bellezo in the building. She said, good day, Freezy.
No Cap-tivity.
Shout out to Bellezo. Shout out to my brother, Brandon Nesbitt. Super chat. Shout out to one of his $2 super caps. He says, the king of content, those women are huge.
No Cap-tivity.
Shout out to Brandon Nesbitt, man. Super chat. Shout out to Brandon Nesbitt again for another $2 super cap. He says, zoom in, Freezy. I seen it. I had seen it, bro. I seen
no
it.
Cap-tivity.
Shout out to Brandon Nesbitt for the $2 super cap. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you very much, man. Yo, this is crazy, man. Look at this. Y'all got to be careful, man, who y'all align yourself with, man. And I'm going to tell you something. You know when a man would feel exactly how I feel if this was his sister or his daughter. Other than that, you know, they're going to call you a simp for speaking out against this. The only time a man is going to, agree with the things that I'm saying is if it's his sister or his daughter, possibly niece. The niece might have a chance. I'm just saying. And I just want to pray for this young lady, man. I just want to pray for her because he beat her bad, you know. Let me take her off screen, man. He beat her really bad. Let me show y'all, listen, we're about to talk about, and I'm going to put the link in the chat if anybody want to talk about the main topic. And we're just having small talk. But I want to show y'all what Jennifer Lopez said during the interview. Jennifer Lopez said that she doesn't think she has truly been loved before. Now, Jennifer Lopez has been married 4 times, and she's been in high-profile relationships. Jennifer Lopez, even though she's been married 4 times, she says she doesn't think she's ever truly been loved before. Listen to what Jennifer Lopez had to say right here. Here we go.
Do you think you've truly been loved?
No.
No. And do you think you really have experienced loving someone?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
And when you can't get that love back?
What I learned, it's not that I'm not lovable. It's that they're not capable.
They can't love.
She said, what I learned is that I'm not lovable, is that they're not capable. Let's explore this a little bit more, shall we?
They don't have it in them. They need to appreciate the little person inside of them.
They have little
need to love
give.
them. Yeah.
You've been in relationships with
And
people.
they gave me what they had.
Right, but
they
it's not
gave me
enough.
all of it. Every time.
But it's this much. It's
All
a
the
little bit.
rings, all the things I could ever want.
Right.
They tried to give me the houses, the rings, the marriage, all of it. But
They didn't love you
they didn't,
and didn't know you.
and I didn't love myself.
Do you think you've truly been loved?
No.
No. And do you think you really have experienced love?
So this is one of her husbands, Ojani Noah, married 1997, 1998. J-Lo and Diddy dated 1999, 2001. J-Lo and Chris Dudd married 2001 to 2002, just 1 year. J-Lo and Ben Affleck engaged 2002 to 2004. J-Lo and Mark Anthony married 2004, 2014, separated in 2011. J-Lo and Casper Smart dated 2011 to 2016. J-Lo and Alex Rodriguez engaged 2017 to 2021. J-Lo and Ben Affleck married 2021 to 2024. So we had got word. We got word from this guy right here. Word just saying this guy just checked in. He just called the No Cap crew. Well, he actually texted me. He texted me and he said, "Freezy, that's some bullshit. Let me tell you about J-Lo." So this guy texted us, and I want to show y'all the text. Oh, Johnny Noah, are y'all ready to see this text? He reached out to me and said, "Freezy, that's some BS. I got something to tell you about J-Lo." I said, "Really? Okay." So I'm about to show y'all the text, man. Yeah. And this is what he said. He texts J-Lo and said, "Stop putting us down. Stop putting me down with your victim card. The problem, it's not us, not me. The problem, it's you. You the one who couldn't keep it in your pants. Damn. You have been loved, quote unquote, a few times. You've been married 4 times and have had countless relationships in between. You have had good relationships. Me, for example. I was in love with you. I even moved out of state, leaving my job, my family and friends behind to support you. You loved you to protect you and care for you. No, I'm sorry. To love you, to protect you and care for you. I'm an amazing, loving person, great human being, honest, faithful to you, never failed, never misbehaved, never cheated on you. Shout out to him, man.
No captivity.
Never cheated on you. I was too good for you. I'm too good of a man for you. But you chose fame and fortune, moving a part of our relationship. You decided to lie, to cheat on me. And even though I stayed, I even tried to keep the marriage going and alive. You even begged me to stay because at the time, you didn't want bad press, caring more about you. Tell the truth for once. Let people know that you are the problem. You should be embarrassed, ashamed of yourself.
Do you think you've truly been loved? No. And do you think you really have experienced loving someone?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
And when you can't get that love back?
What I learned, it's not that I'm not lovable, it's that they're not capable.
They can't love.
They don't.
I need answers. How can a woman that knows she wasn't shit, cheated on this dude several times, she begged him to stay even when he wanted to leave. The only reason why she begged him to stay, she didn't want the press to do bad press about her. This woman is so shallow. And there are some women out there like that. And this is why I cover these type of things, because just like there are good women out there, not like J-Lo, I'm telling y'all, there are good men out there. Like Ojani. And women will ruin them. See, there's 2 sides to every story. Just like I showed the woman that got beat with the tire iron and her face is swollen. On the flip side, there are men that's been hurt too. We keep it fair and balanced over here, man. It's not about a gender war. It's about right and wrong. You feel what I'm saying?
No captivity.
It's about right and wrong. It's not about gender war. It's always been about right and wrong. And J-Lo ain't shit.
I have it in them. They need to appreciate the little person inside of them. They need
wow.
to love them. Yeah.
You've been in a relationship with
and they gave me what they had.
Right, but
they
it's not
gave me
enough.
all of it.
They gave you all of it. They sure did. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. And I want to talk about white Jesus. I want to talk about we could talk about, what just happened with J-Lo too. But I love y'all, man. I really do.
Super chat.
Shout out to Brandon Nesbitt again for the $2 super cap. Thank you, bro. He said, there's a famous saying, after 3 marriages, it's you.
No captivity.
Yeah, I agree with that, Brandon. Nezabite. I agree with that, bro. After 3 marriages, it gotta be you. I'm just let me put the link in the chat, y'all. Let's see. I just want to have a conversation. Let me put the link in the chat. I just want to have a conversation, man. Shout out to TJ, man. What's going on, TJ? Shout out to TJ for the $5 super cap. He said, did you say J-Lo, aka Jennifer Lopez, ain't shit? Well, if you did say it, J-Lo ain't shit.
No Cap-tivity.
Shout out to TJ. RBNs from Through the Fire podcast. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you for reiterating that. Thank you, man. Shout out to TJ. Okay, I ain't gonna hear that bullshit, man. Let me put the link in the chat, y'all. I'm waiting on somebody to call in, man. Call in!
Frank Miller on the motherfucking beat.
What I got there? Oh. Shout out to the sponsor of tonight's show, man. Shout out to the sponsor of tonight's show, Jerome.
Wanna be a baller, shot collar, 20-inch blades on the Impala. Holla, get a leg tonight. Mr. Roast, I got spray vodka in the highway. Making money to fly away. But there's gotta be a better way. Better way, yeah. It's
Yes, sir. Shout out to Jerome, man. Appreciate you, Jerome. To be a co-sponsor or official sponsor of tonight's show, it has to be $20 or more. $20 or more. Shout out to my brother Jerome, who is the initial and so far the official sponsor of tonight's show. To support the show, it's 3 ways: either by Super Cap, aka Super Chat, or Cash Cap, aka Cash App, to $Freezy No Cap. That's $Freezy No Cap, or PayPal, which is No Captivity with Freeze. That's No Captivity with Freeze without the Y. Let's talk about White Jesus, y'all. Let's talk about White Jesus. How much did White Jesus play a part in the division of the black community? How much did White Jesus play a part in the division of the black community? Is White Jesus responsible for all of the black coons that we see in America today? Is White Jesus responsible for the epidemic of house ninjas we see in America today?
And dear motherfucking house niggas. Yeah, motherfucking house niggas. Mad cause everybody else don't want to be no motherfucking house nigga like you. And dear motherfucking house niggas. Yeah,
Shout out to my brother Rush Enterprise Starks in the building.
No Captivity.
What's going on, Rush? What's up with you,
what up? Salute to you, Freezy, man. What's
man, salute to you too. How you doing, bro?
Doing good, man. I mean, just tapping in, you know.
It's always good to see you, man. I seen your comments in the chat, man, when I played that video about J-Lo. What do you think about J-Lo, man?
Oh man, she's Okay, yo, J-Lo is a perfect example of what a bird is, man. Know what I
Yeah.
mean? You know what I mean? She'll link up with the sucker, you know what I mean? Do what she does and always return back to the streets. Know what I mean? It's it's like the old saying, man, you can never turn a hoe into a housewife. And that's exactly what J-Lo is, man. A 304, you're
I agree with you. I agree that J Lo is a 304. What do you think about how J Lo was answering Howard Stern's question and how she did it with a straight face?
she's a woman. She can't hold herself accountable for the mistakes that she done in her life, you know? So, she's definitely gonna deflect on those questions, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And her answer just shows the answer that she gave to Howard Stern within that interview
Yeah.
displays that she's very irresponsible and she'll never hold herself accountable for her mistakes in life, you know what I mean?
Mm. Yeah, cause she was saying she don't feel like she's never been truly loved before.
Come on, man. 4 marriages, bro?
Four
You bugging,
marriages.
man. You bugging.
Yeah. Why do you think she got married so many times if she, if she feel like that? Why do you think J Lo got married so many times when she has a high failure rate? And hold on, before you answer the question, shout out to my brother Chicago Rilla in the building. What's going on, Chicago? Shout out to my brother Chicago Rilla in the building.
No Cap-tivity.
Go ahead, Rush. Appreciate it.
It could be multiple things, you know. The men that she married aren't like regular dudes, you know. It could be a multiple of things, like a power move for a career,
Yeah.
you know, uh, want to gain
See, that
some
doesn't
type of.
seem like she has a conscience though, right?
What do you mean? She has a conscience, or she doesn't have a
See,
conscience?
it doesn't seem like she has like a conscience. Like,
Oh yeah, birds don't have conscience like that. They don't have the ability to empathize for the next person. You know what I mean?
why do you think birds, because you said birds, right? Why do you think
Yeah.
birds don't have a conscience? Why do you think they can
Because
just say lies so easily without
because
breaking
because
character? Yeah.
they're conditioned to get stimulate themselves to at whatever it costs. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like for example, right? Most birds when they link up with a sucker, the main goal is to get to the bag. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So at that moment, in the beginning stages of linking up with a dude and trying to get him to lock her down, she's
Yeah.
gonna do whatever it takes to fool that sucker. You know what I mean? Once
Yeah.
she gets what she want, she's gonna dismiss this nigga. You know. So by most birds moving like this, they are incapable of empathizing for the next person. Everything's just about them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think J Lo wanted the best of both worlds. The reason why J Lo was caught cheating so many times is because she wanted to be married. She wanted that image of being a wife. And this is what I say all the time, bro. Women say they don't want to get married in 2025. Bro, a lot of women still want to get married. They want that image. Right? But somebody like J-Lo, she wanted that image of being married, but at the same time, she wanted that edgy lifestyle too. I've heard
Right.
reports that J Lo, she's a powderhead. She on heavy drugs. She like threesomes. She like sleeping with women too. You know what I'm saying? She was with P Diddy. Let's not forget that, right?
Right.
So I just think that she just wanted the best of both worlds, and I think that was the reason for why she said those dudes didn't know how to love her. They gave it their all. They just didn't know how to do it. That's
Right.
what I think.
You gotta understand, man. These birds also have a parasitic attribute, so they'll suck the life out you, and then move on to the next host. You know.
Yeah. 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 That was kind of sad, but What do you think about the guy feeling like he had to say something? I mean, she hasn't been married to that guy since 1997, and he felt the need to actually speak up and say something, man.
That dude who responded, he's probably like the first dude she married, right?
He was the first dude that she married. Yes.
So he's probably the biggest sucker out of all of them because.
Oh damn, God damn, man, yeah.
It's here for the thug.
Why you saying that?
Because the way he responded, man, it sounds like he still haven't gotten over her, man.
Man, he missed that coochie, bro. That man looked like he want to cry just then,
Yeah, he actually loved her, man.
Man, he actually loved the way he typed back.
Yeah.
He was like, "Why you saying this about us? You know you was the one that cheated on me and the rest of the guys." He was crying like I kind of felt that text, man. He was crying out for help,
I mean, hey man, you live and you learn, man. But it looks like this sucker ain't learned, man. He a sucker in the simp. I mean,
yeah. Rush, what do you think about just off top? What do you think about white Jesus? Just your initial thoughts, Rush.
Goodness, man. We going there now? Okay.
Yeah.
My perspective. Well, first of all, for your audience, they probably well, I mean, you're a Hebrew Israelite, so your audience probably do know that the picture that's been displayed throughout the whole world, that is a picture of Caesar Borgia. You know what I mean? That is not the true phenotype of Christ. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And when you read the book of Revelation, it breaks down the true phenotype of Christ, which is a black man. Well, I mean, with the white Jesus thing, man, it does. I believe it does affect the psyche of our people within our community, man. That's just my personal opinion.
I think once you get a group of people to believe something, not only to believe that something looks a certain way, but also that very thing that you got them to believe looks a certain way, that very thing is like a deity and a supreme being, and that person should be worshipped. I think that from that point on, it is possible to rule over that same group of people and to influence them to think a certain way. Do you agree with that?
From that perspective, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that white Jesus for a long time, for centuries, has been a leading cause on influencing black folk on how we think, and also making us feel inferior.
I'm gonna have to agree with you, man. If your deity is the similar phenotype as your oppressor, so quote unquote oppressor, yeah, you would somewhat believe that you're meant to be subservient to that individual.
I mean, listen, man. White Jesus fucked us up a long time.
No captivity.
White Jesus did a job on us, man. And when I say white Jesus, I don't say that lightly. Right? I don't say that lightly. And
let me just say this, Freezy. Let me just say this before you start.
Yeah.
Whether or not if Jesus was white or black, he died for my sins, and I, what I mean, like that's not the focal point of my relationship with the Most High. Whether if he was white or black, I'd still worship him if he was white. You know what I mean, but I know the true phenotype of Christ is black. You know what I mean, he died for my sins, so that way I can make it to the pearly gates. So that we all can make it to pearly gates. But yeah, I just wanted to say that real quick. You know what I mean,
yeah, I don't agree with that. I think his color very much does matter, and is directly tied to the morale of a people. If we know that we're Israelites, and it's very important to know who the Most High God chose to make a covenant with. Daniel 7:9, I could show you. Daniel 7:9 shows us that even the Most High God himself has woolly hair. Have you read that verse before?
Yeah, of course.
Right. So Daniel 7:9, he has woolly hair. Right? Let me see. So just where the audience can see this. And I understand what you're saying, right? And that was like a politically correct answer, and I get that. But right here, Daniel 7:9, this isn't even Jesus, this is God himself. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. This is God. The Ancient of Days is God himself, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of God's head like the pure wool. The reason why color does matter, Rush, and the reason why his identity matters, especially Jesus Christ, the reason why the identity matters, because it would have done so much to the morale of the lineage of Jesus Christ and the people that look more like Jesus. The reason why a lot of white racists feel like they are entitled and they are more of a supreme people is because they have been more so directly closer connected to the image of Christ and God for centuries more than we have. No captivity. It does make a difference. It makes a difference.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason why I said it, I said what I said earlier is based on obtaining the true prerequisites of salvation. I mean,
yeah, but like, how does a people?
But I know you're different from what I believe in. I mean,
yeah.
But I mean, we're both Hebrew Israelites. I mean, it's just that me. You're gonna do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing. I mean, I just have a different perspective on that.
I get that, and I respect your perspective. Shout out to Kevin Cook in the building, and shout out to Laura EDS. Right, but how do you receive the kingdom of God? How do you receive the kingdom of God?
How you hold on to the commandments, receiving the fullness of the Ruach. You know what I mean?
Yeah, who did he give the commandments to?
He gave it to Moses.
And he gave it to Moses to give to who?
To the children of Israel. But yeah, I don't want to. I know where you're getting at. I know where you're getting at. Yeah, I know where you're getting at.
It matters.
Yeah,
it matters. Because if you make Jesus white, guess what? You can change the whole story. Right? You can. This is how we've came up with doctrines of men. Do you understand how detrimental it is when you just start with changing the image of something? It's like a domino effect. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Freezy, and it does make a huge difference on the image of Christ himself. Just like the images of these superheroes.
Yeah.
The majority of them have the phenotype of a Caucasian man. You know what I mean? So it builds a strong self-esteem within that group of people. You know what I mean? So I understand where you're coming from with that, and I agree with you.
Shout out to my brother Rush, man. Shout out to Rush, man. And that's absolutely right, Rush. It does build strong self-esteem. White Jesus has built strong self-esteem in young, little, snotty-nosed white kids for centuries. Made them feel like they can be the president of the United States, take over Congress, build businesses, just make them feel like they're just, living a better life just because they're white. You know, white Jesus is directly connected to the white Easter bunny, white Santa Claus, you know.
These are all pagan,
all of
pagan
the
holidays
history
that,
in public school was white, damn near. Like, we just had Christopher Columbus Day. They celebrate Christopher Columbus. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
yeah, man. The Easters and Christmas. Those are all like pagan holidays. That's not even something as a believer of Christ should indulged in. You know what I mean?
But it's a big part of
when-
Christianity. It's a big part of white Jesus, right?
Right. For example, when y'all celebrate Easter, Easter derives from the word Esther. Esther is really breaking down. The word Esther is really really means the goddess of fertility. So every time y'all celebrating that joint, y'all really celebrating a different deity.
Who's at the forefront? Whose face is at the forefront of all that stuff?
Oh, you already know, man. The Caucasian man. Know what I mean? That's what he does.
Yeah, it's the Caucasian man, but what man is at the forefront of that, though?
The white Jesus, man.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Shout out to Rush. Rush, I truly believe after this, like, you're gonna really look at it differently, man. You know, it's very important. It's very important. The title of my show was how much did white Jesus play a part in the division of the black community? So white Jesus represents a lot of things in America. Do you think white Jesus plays a big part in politics, Rush?
Yeah, religion plays a big part of politics, to be real with you. Look what's going on between us and Israel. You know what I mean? Religion plays a big factor of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so when we talk about the division within the black community, and we talk about black people hating on each other, not supporting one another, the hatred on the Richter scale is like 1,000. The morale being low. Shout out to my brother Lord ADS in the building. What's going on?
No Cap-tivity.
Let's get to stay backstage. You gotta bring me straight to the front.
Cause that's how I do you, man. That's just you. That's
Well, damn, Freezy.
I'm just playing, man. Actually, I forgot. I should have just asked you, to give. Did you want me to bring you upstairs? You want me to leave you in the back? They see you already. You got
it's too late now.
Listen, you got a fresh cut. You got braids. You good.
I'm being me and enjoying my evening as I should be.
You look like you
but
just
I took a little curiosity.
You look like you just got on the phone with your old lady. You know, you got that. You know what I'm saying? You got that baby oil on your face.
Nigga, this is how I always look each and every day. Out of bed. You know, this is just me. But y'all was talking about a very interesting topic though.
Go ahead, yeah.
The white Jesus subject, because that's not really Jesus in the painting. That's the artist who actually painted the painting of Jesus, right? I've always believed that the real Jesus is a black man. He's a dark-skinned brother. You know, right?
So
but
that image that we usually see, I think Rush brought it out when he first came up. That's a real historical person by the name of Cesare Borgia.
Yeah.
And that painting was painted by Leonardo da Vinci.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this was during the rulership. This was during the time of Pope Alexander VI, and he ordered for the image of the true image of Jesus to be changed because they were making political changes at the time, and they needed to subjugate the people that actually followed the real Messiah. They need to actually get in the minds of these people so they can gain more rulership. Yeah.
I'm all for spreading the gospel any kind of way we can to folks, because I want
Yeah.
everybody at least have a shot at getting into heaven, right?
Yeah.
But like you said, a lot of this is manipulation tactics throughout the ages that they were using. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, if it was a brown skinned Jesus, do you think Christianity would be as popular as it is now?
That's a great point. You know what, Lord ADS? I'm just going to be honest with you. I never heard that point before. That's the first time I ever heard somebody make that analysis. Do you think Christianity would be as popular as it is? Would it even be called Christianity? That was a great, insightful point you just made. Rush, what do you think about that point Lord ADS just made?
Man, it's a good question, man. Would it be popular, man? I don't know, man. Two things. Maybe it wouldn't be as popular as it is now, or it, if the true image of Christ was out in the open to the forefront, like maybe, it encouraged the melanated people to gain back rulership. So you never know, man. Like, I mean, like it could go either or, either way,
I mean, that would be more of a power dynamic than it would be about religion at that point. Because if it came down to it, I really believe white folks would exclude the religion piece of it and just rule just based on their own moralities, right? Their own laws. So, I mean, for us to say taking the world back, black folks taking the world back, I'm not sure of where that even stands in my brain, man, or how that even works. I really don't think we don't have enough people with the capability to do so, even if we really wanted to at this point. A little prayer that I pray every day, right? The prayer of serenity. To accept this sinful world as is, now as I would have it.
Yeah.
I just don't think we have the capability to do that.
Well, at this present time, probably not, right? Realistically speaking, but what I will say is that because of the doctrine that's been conditioned within black people's minds throughout centuries, from the inception of chattel slavery, it has actually influenced masses of black folk to buy into this American propaganda, right? And a lot of black folk, I said this the other night, a lot of black folk, they don't even want to be called Black American anymore, which I know black is a socially constructed term. I get that. But black people, so-called black people, don't even want to associate themselves with being black no more. A lot of black people, they just want to be called American. Hey, I'm American. Don't even associate me with black anymore. And I just see a lot of black people actually migrating away from just black. And I know I'm always talking about, because I don't believe all black conservatives are black coons. I don't believe that. I believe there are some good black conservatives, right? But a lot of the ones that just go too far with it and they lean so far to the right, to where they kind of exhibit traits of Jesse Lee Peterson. I just think that those type of black coons, when they get down on their knees and pray, they cry to white Jesus, bro. They don't want to let white Jesus down.
Let me go back to one interesting point here.
Mm-hmm.
You say black folks don't want to be black anymore. Try being a light-skinned brother in America. I'm conflated and confused with everybody.
Well, when I
else,
say
the
black,
Latino
I'm
brothers,
including
Indians.
everybody. I'm including all shades. You know.
Okay. So now, with that being said, you got to be able to recognize there's
I
some
don't do
stuff.
the color. I don't do the colorism thing, but I don't do that over here.
Cool.
Yeah.
You got to be able to recognize, man, that there's a big difference between brothers who are conservative. Like, I'm more of a Goldwater Republican type, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm a Republican, but I believe in liberal policies in society. I think some of them really are great policies, you know, right?
Yeah.
Like the Civil Rights Act, like things of that nature, right?
Yeah.
But there's another extreme on the other side that's the MAGA folks.
Mm-hmm.
Now, nowadays, when it comes to a lot of this, it ain't good enough to sell out no more. You got to buy all the way into what they're saying. You got to buy into the ideology.
That's a fact.
And you see a lot of brothers distributing that, right? But I
Yeah.
would say the same thing on the other side too, the progressives. Now, you got the Democrats who are more centralized, but then you have people like the progressives who are really far left, push a lot of things on Americans
Mm-hmm.
that nobody, saying that I particularly don't want to live in America with these type of laws and policies. Just directly, it takes away from my American kind of dream and and way, right? Because it's being
Mm-hmm.
forced upon you. So you got two extremes on both sides. I think black folks need to focus on getting both of these extremes out because at the end of the day, I think both of them are kind of rooting for our extinction.
Mm.
You know?
I agree with you, and I do think it's very important for. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but I do think it's very important for black folk to make a concerted effort to do their research. You know what I'm saying? And I think history still matters. I got family members that say, all of that history of, about our ancestors, that shit don't matter no more. What matters now is what you're going to do today moving forward. A lot of black folk don't believe in history. All of a sudden, history is like a non, what is it called? A non-secular, how does it say? A non what? I forgot what it's called.
Called a non-factor.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think, Rush? What do you think? Do you think history still matters, Rush?
Yes, history still matters. From my perspective, man, knowing who you are, knowing what your ancestors have done, it gives you a sense of pride and strength to persevere for the future, man. You know what I mean? So I think history plays a big role of us being powerful people, man. You know what I mean? You gotta know who you are, man.
What do you think, Lord ADS, about history?
History is directly connected to your identity as a person, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of folks don't want to conform to that or want to believe that or whatever is going on in their heads, right? But in reality, there's a direct correlation from the history to who you are as a person, even in society right now.
Yeah.
When you tend to forget that, what you do is leave out pieces and parts of your identity that you try to fill with more social norms in modern ways, right?
Yeah.
Which creates this particular version of black people, which are, in a lot of cases, beta males with talent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alpha males, like you said, white saviorism, that's never ended. I mean, but when I hear brothers in the space quote stuff like 300, which is a comic book, kind of was it a asphyxiation of a movie? Because 300 was a comic book. That person never existed. That tells me that we're more into entertainment. We watch more movies, and that's how we absorb our information anyway. So a lack of identity has been going on for a while. It's just going to continue and probably get worse. I think a lot of black folks don't understand that they could be displaced in this society just due to not knowing who they are as a collective anyway.
I agree with that. And like I echo both of y'all. I think history matters a lot. And I think from the time we were in school, public school, well, I went to public school. I don't know what kind of school y'all went to, but I'm just speaking for myself. when we was in school, to be honest with you, man, history really wasn't a big deal. Nobody really liked the history when we was in school anyway. So as we became adults, it's not like, we was like big on history and we just, we necessarily wanted, we wanted to know history and we was like very interested in history. I think our parents and our elders and stuff kind of did us a disservice too, because they wasn't big on history either. I don't remember, being sat down by, people who were older than me, giving me history lessons. The biggest history lesson I got, was, oh, that, such and such is your cousin, boy. They'll tell you down the, a couple of family trees down the line, such and such is related to you, and I didn't know this such particular person was related to me on this side of the family. That's the only history that I really got. But as far as like knowing history, I don't think history is really big with black people in general. I think the only way to actually preserve your culture and people is to know history. But I think that we've come so far to these present days and times. White Jesus is so far down the line in our history. A lot of black folk think that white Jesus is a part of our history, especially religious wise. I think that a lot of black people still believe that when they go to church, white Jesus is a part of their heritage. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. The reason why I did this live stream is because I truly believe that white Jesus plays a very big part in the division of the black community. I really do believe that. Now, I know a lot of people think that that's trivial, and they're saying to themselves, Freezy, how can one image do all of that damage? Why do you think we have symbolisms and stuff like the Baphomet? When we talk about Illuminati and stuff, why do people think they have symbolisms and they worship these symbols and stuff? I don't look at white Jesus as any different. A lot of this shit operate off symbolism, So I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. When I do my brass tacks, when I get down to the brass tacks and I see all of these black people arguing and not getting along and just so divided, I remember white Jesus, man. I remember white Jesus.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Cap-tivity.
But you gotta understand, we've been beefing like this way before Jesus came into the picture. There's a book called African Warfares, and it broke down the science on how different tribes was beefing since the beginning. I mean, so this ain't nothing new. Like, we always didn't get along,
Could you repeat that one more time?
No, I was saying like there's a book based on African tribe. It's a book called it's a book that breaks down the science on different African tribes from the beginning.
Yeah.
And those tribes never got along, you know what I mean? And this is like before, like, Christ came into the picture, so we've always been like this, Yo,
Yeah.
and you as a Hebrew Israelite, this. Like, when King Solomon kingdom got taken over by the Assyrians, a lot of us migrated to different parts of the world. Some of us went to Greece. Majority of us went to West Africa. You know what I mean? And when we linked up with them Africans, phenotypically, we may look similar, but from a cultural aspect, we was totally two different people, bro. You know what I mean? And they sold us off, to the white man.
Yeah.
So we've been beefing like this since the beginning,
Yeah, but I do think that, and I agree with your point when it comes to tribes warring against each other, but I think that was more expected. what we're witnessing in America is the same tribe fighting against each other. That's what the difference is, right? Like, yeah, I know you mentioned Africa. You know, that was forbidden for a tribe within itself to war. A village wouldn't even survive if they was warring against each other within that tribe, right? And that's what's going on with black people in America. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying.
A group of people have been broken up, damn near completely broken up. You know, just picture us as a one village. We don't have. Do y'all think if black folk, if we was a village, do y'all think we would have a functional village?
Nope, I don't.
Why do you say that, ADS?
Because there's too much dysfunction. I mean, the problem with the black community now isn't really the white man as much as it's just the high-end dysfunction starting to collapse upon itself. I mean, we've become so individualized now that we're going extinct. Our numbers are lessening every year. About 4 years, we'll be down to about 3 or 4%, maybe 5, 6% if we're lucky. Then you got the internal turmoil of, saying, just some of the war of the gender, the sex wars, right? The war of the genders, which is wild stuff too. Well, in the community kind of doing that. We're only married at 31%. I mean, there's a lot of internal struggles that we need to deal with that to me outpace even the white man trying to put us in these positions or predicaments, right? Because there's so much other stuff to deal with, So do I think we could hold our own village? If you said today, if America said today, I'm going to give you the whole state of Mississippi, right? Or I'll give you a state of Louisiana, black people, but you have to run it yourselves and you have to, set the facility up. I'm not sure of how successful we would be because just of a lot of the internal turmoil, right?
Thank you. I appreciate that. I want to shout out some people that just came in not too long ago. Shout out to Big Bad Bull in the building. What's going on, my brother? Sugar Bomb, how you doing, sis? Great to see you. Shout out to Mayor 96 Trey. Great to see you, bro. And shout out to Edaman Williams, man. Shout out to all my brothers and sisters.
No captivity.
What do you think, Rush? I'm gonna ask you the same question. If black folk were an actual village in America, let's just say America was like Africa and we was a village and we had the same characteristics that we have now and we operated the same way we operate now, do you think our village would flourish or would we survive against other tribes?
I would say no because the curse is still upon us as a people. I mean, you know this as a Hebrew Israelite, you know what I mean?
Edaman, hit the link, Edaman. Edaman said we will be okay. Please tell us how we will be okay. Cause I'm gonna give my opinion. My opinion kind of echoes Lord ADS and Rush. I don't think we will be okay. I think our village would fall apart because this is what we're seeing today. I mean, in order for you to have a successful village, right? The barter and trade side of the game, it has to be intact. We have to work together, hunt together. We have to make sure we put together, we have to build structures within the village. The children, we have to actually come together and, raise the children together. You know what I'm saying? In the best interest of the village. So the kids will grow up to be responsible adult tribelers. What is it called? Tribe members or whatever.
Members, I think.
Yeah. You was gonna say something, Lord? Yes.
It just when we talk about this, I mean, I just think of Haiti, right? Where Haiti was a functional island as long as they were under Britain control. When they lost control, now the thugs, the prisoners, the felons, saying the basically the villains run the island now, right? I just kind of think we would end up the same way. just kind of
Either man,
overtake
put a
by,
thumbs up.
saying crime.
Okay. Shout out to my brother. Either man just came up.
What
Go
up,
ahead,
either
What's
Lord.
up,
man?
big
Oh,
dog?
What's going on? Go ahead, Lord ES. Lord ADS. Finish your report. Shout out to my brother, Either man William J. Came on.
Captivity.
Go ahead,
I'll
Lord
leave it
ADS.
at this. To me, the example that I think of would be Haiti. How it's actually fallen apart, flipped over, turned up now, and just basically run by villains. But I'll go back on mute.
Either man, you came up shaking your head. Tell us why you shaking your head, Either man.
This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Like, let's really think about this. You telling me if I remove the white man out of black people's lives, I remove government assistance, I remove everything that the white man done stood on, and we put a whole bunch of black people in a village. The women ain't gonna complain. Like, all of the first world problems that we see that you complain about goes away overnight. The women ain't talking. You talking about marriage? That's not a problem. Getting a woman ain't a problem. Getting a woman to submit ain't a problem. None of these things that you hear in this white man world even exist in this village. Women are not going to be complaining. The only reason they complain is because the white man back them. So what are y'all talking about? I'm just telling you guys. If you separated us and put us in a village away from this and we didn't have the influence of other races, we would flourish beyond measures. The women to be listening, the men, a whole bunch of men. I'm telling you right now, I done seen this. A whole bunch of men who got opinions, they gonna shut up and listen to the ones who are leaders. We're gonna go from quote unquote everybody opinion to we actually be ruled in a great way. So I get people want to talk about the curse, but a lot of stuff that happens in the black community is because they have another group to run to save them, especially with the women. So I think y'all guys are absolutely wrong.
So, Either man, if black people were forced to be a village today with the same mindset that we've developed to, like how black people operate now, we had to take that same mindset into a village, what is it called? Into like a village mentality. You think that black people would overnight conform in order and make it work?
Absolutely. See, listen, that's what I'm saying. Every problem I hear y'all complain about is first world problems. I promise you, these are not third world problems. If I was to take, just let me help you out, Freezy, what I'm saying. If I was to take all the black people in America and I put a border at Florida and say, hey, y'all got to make Florida work. We going to remove, imagine what you're saying. We remove all the white people. We remove all the Asian. We remove all that other stuff. And you guess what happened, Freezy? The black man way is the only way.
Yeah.
You, like this idea is like you don't have the submission problem, because the submission problem is that I can go and get the white man police to protect me. I can get the white firefighter to come in or put out the fire in my house. I promise you, all of these issues that you say, in my mind, is truthfully and honestly because we're integrated with all these other people and they got another out. Ain't no police to come save you, Freezy. Well, like that's what I'm saying. Freezy, Freezy ain't this type of dude. But Freezy go cross somebody's head. Who coming to save her? Who coming to save her? Nobody. You know what she gonna do? Shut the hell up, Freezy.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
Well, you're making a good point. But what I'm saying is that once we become that, like, okay, I'm taking your analogy, right? Not your analogy, but your hypothetical.
Yeah.
We're in Florida and they border off Florida. Florida is ours. We this is our village. Florida is. So you're telling me that the mentality that black folk have and all of us are concentrated in Florida. Now we have to adopt all of the gang members. We got to adopt all of the hoes. We got to
Yep. I'm
adopt
taking them all.
all of the black people with polarizing views that don't even want to call themselves black. They say this. I'm not.
We
No,
take
you
them
know.
all.
Huh?
We take them all, Freezy. Let me tell you, Freezy. I just Freezy. I'm trying to tell you. I done seen things in my life, and you know why in these boxes people say what they say.
Go
It's
ahead.
because there's no sense of a threat. Because you gotta understand, when you ain't got the white man to enforce the law, you gonna see a different either man. You gonna see, listen, because listen, it's nothing can stop me. Listen, only person can stop me is the white man. Let's be clear.
Hold on,
Let,
either
let,
man.
let,
You scaring me right now. You scared. What you gonna be
listen,
doing, either
no,
man? What you gonna be doing?
no, I'm just trying. Listen, I just want you to understand what I'm saying,
Okay, go
bro.
ahead.
Like, the point that I'm telling you is everybody is gonna be under, like, it's no constitution. Because remember, we ain't got our own constitution. We
Mm-hmm.
ain't got all our rights. And so when you start talking about all of us being in this area, what we're gonna do is it's gonna be chaos. Like, it's gonna, I call it controlled chaos. It's gonna be chaos at first. But you know what? Everybody gonna start falling in line. You gonna
How?
start seeing the people
How? That's what I'm asking.
by force. By force.
What force? I mean, what force is going to contain all of these various mind states that black people have been conditioned with? You know what I'm saying? What
Because the
force?
past doesn't matter. The past don't matter. Let me understand what I'm trying to help you understand, right?
Past don't matter.
So
Okay, go ahead.
people keep the past is not going to matter in this new state of world. Because in this new state of world, and I thought about this, Freeze. This ain't something that I'm just saying on the top of my head, right? This is something that I have intensely thought about, right?
Yeah.
I want y'all. Let me ask y'all guys this question: what is the worst issue you think we have in relationships right now? What do you hear all these men complain about from a marriage point of view?
Lord Idiot or Rush can answer that question first. One of y'all. What's the worst?
I'm
What's
trying
the
to.
worst thing? Why everybody scared? Why all these black men scared to get married?
I'm trying to figure out what this. I mean, I'm. I'm. I don't see how this would correlate with the subject matter we have now. You know.
Well, I'm gonna build on it. I'm gonna build on it. Like, don't
I,
try to see where
I'll
I'm going. I
answer it.
just answered the question, sir.
I would say. It's some multiple things. It's just not one thing. But I
It's
mean
one
the.
thing.
Is it
Okay.
financial?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Repeat the question so I could give you a thorough answer. Repeat it
So,
again.
what is the one thing that black men are fearing is the reason they don't want to get married? We hear them say it over and over and over
Okay.
again.
Um. I would say the number one reason why is the law, the court system is very biased.
The court system and divorce. Court system and divorce.
Well, I was kind
Most
of
black men
right.
say they don't.
Financial. Yeah.
Well, not financial. No, well, not financially. Because yes, you can say that. Cool. You kind of right. Because
Yeah.
we don't need to get stuck on that hill, right? We don't need to get stuck on the hill. So first of all, when you remove divorce from the black man and black woman experience, they gonna get together. Matter of fact, they already together. And the only reason they ain't getting married is because they scared that when men, for example, what Freezy saying, he's scared that she gonna take everything. Right?
Yeah.
So first of all, this separation, gender war ends when we in our own black nation, right? So now the black men and black women are coming together. Is this going to be a perfect situation? No, Freezy. But guess what's going to happen is now we going to go from being two separate homes living in a country that is based on capitalism to a nation that's built on thriving. And then we gotta start protecting. So then what's gonna happen from the protecting point of view, Freezy? Now I'm be like, hey, check this out, Freezy, you got a wife, right?
Yeah.
I don't know the gentleman to my right, he got a right. How about we band together and have a neighborhood that nobody can just come in and mess with our wife and kids? And then we're gonna start building these tribes, quote unquote, inside of this black community.
Tribes amongst black people.
Tribes amongst black people. Now the thing inside of these tribes, you gonna have inside tribes, you gonna have really good tribes, people who got families that want to function properly, and then you gonna have bad tribes, the people who wants to just do whatever they want. right?
Yeah.
Now you remove drugs. The drug dealers ain't got no drugs to sell. All the drugs they getting from who? The white man. Let's be clear. Like we ain't. I don't see nobody going to China and getting no fentanyl, right? Ain't no black people doing that, right?
Well, I mean, that's a good point. But I think that we still can grow cannabis and right. We still can make like meth and stuff.
No, that's the point. We ain't gonna be making no meth. We ain't gonna be growing no cannabis. You know why we ain't gonna be growing no cannabis? Because our single focus is gonna be growing food. So you telling me people who ain't got no food? Because you gotta remember, we gotta find a way to survive. Because now we going from a state of being in the first world to a state of survival. Marijuana, maybe for Freezy. Maybe Freezy said, marijuana is his point of view. But corn, rice, like all these other watermelon. I'm
Them niggas gonna
literally
grow that weed, nigga. They gonna
no
grow that weed.
cool.
You better believe that. They gonna grow that.
Cool. If they gonna grow weed before they grow rice and all these other stuff that I planted growing up,
But this
to
is
me
what
that's crazy.
you're hold on, Edie man, this is what you're missing. A lot of black people now, they don't have a green thumb. We're talking about taking black folk with the mentality that they have now, today, and making them a village now. Feel what I'm saying?
Dude. See, everybody don't. See,
we don't got no green thumb.
Yes, we do.
For
Yes, we
two,
do.
we
Yes,
we
we
have
have
been
enough.
civilized to go back to huts. So if you talking about non-running water and toilets don't flush, outhouses, nigga, the women are gone. They're going back over to the white man right there
No, they
now.
not.
They lost 6
Where
million
they
women.
going?
No.
Where are they going? Where are they going? Because remember, in this nation,
They
we're
gonna cross the
rejected.
border. They gonna be traitors.
You crazy? I'm telling you right now, because without the men, the women going quote unquote in our situation, our scenario that Freezy says we all had to go. We couldn't leave none to black people, right, Freezy?
Yeah, everybody like we had to become a village and self-sustain or whatever. Yeah,
We had to self-sustain. It's enough. It's enough of us that knows about hunting. It's enough of us like we got enough people down there in Florida that's wrestling gators. Black people. I ain't talking about white people. We got enough people in Georgia. I know for a fact that know how to sustain farming. Right? A lot of black farmers in there. Like, because you got to understand, everybody don't need to do this. We just need subject matter experts. We got enough doctors. We got enough dentists. We got enough of these things in the black community. The biggest thing is the black community went and got educated over the last 60 years. We got people in every single field. It's no field out there that we don't have it. I think we just discredit those black people.
you make a good.
We
point.
gonna have doctors. Like we gonna have everything. Only thing that the difference is you just remove the other races. The competition is over. Now we're gonna have competition in between black people, but every time our kids think about what our kids, the best of the best will always be black that our kids see.
Okay, E. You know what I see the biggest problem is gonna be?
What?
Insubordination. Black people
Other
do
niggas.
listen.
Other niggas is gonna be the problem.
Black folk do not like to we don't like to show respect to leadership. Black folk has, we've developed a huge amount of jealousy and envy. Where, that crab in the bucket mentality is very big in the black community.
That's in the white man world though. See, I keep trying to y'all keep saying black people will operate the same way that they operate with white people.
I'm just saying,
I think what happened, either man, and this is
we were conditioned in the white man world.
I think you would have people voluntarily go back into slavery. I think you would have a lot of that going on, and a lot of these tribes, whatever we got going, to be run by gangs. I just don't trust that we got the leadership skills.
You are out of your mind.
Listen, getting these people in line. Getting these people in line, either man, gonna be something else.
Hold on. Let me I want to make sure I follow your train of thought. You think the black people who went to the military are gonna submit to gangs?
I think the black
You are
people who
out of
went to the
your mind.
military are aging out.
No,
I
no, no,
think if
no,
you're
no, no,
talking
no.
about
Listen, no,
Generation
listen.
X had
We
the
talk about.
greatest number of military members when it came to black people. Everything after that has been dwindling down in numbers dramatically and drastically when it comes to black men.
Hold on. No, 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 no. Listen. So we talk about the military. We talking about law enforcement because we still got black law enforcement. I don't think y'all understand where we have these people because we had to take the black polices. We had to take the black military. We had to take the black contractors who one of my homies who went overseas and went hunting, people hunting. Right? Like we gotta take them all. We can't leave. See, y'all keep thinking like the gang members are the baddest. I'm telling you, you're not even close. Like they think about killing people. I'm telling you, we gonna have people in this community who have hunted people for the last 10 years of their life.
So, Edie, man,
Snipers.
you think we
And
have more?
y'all think the military? Y'all think the gang is gonna run this organization?
Let me
That's
ask you
crazy.
something. You
to
think
me.
we have more black people? I'm kind of siding with Edie Man on this one here. Edie Man is saying we have more black people who have served in the military and as black folk than we do gang members. Do y'all believe that?
I can do the research and see. Give me a couple
Yeah, yeah. I believe that.
That I'm saying I don't know the numbers on that. That was something to think about, right? I don't know the numbers on that because if that is the case, I will say that military people are way more properly trained when it comes to a weapon or something. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I will say that. And here's another thing, right? Here's another thing. In order to be self-sustainable, the women gotta cook. Let's deal with that. Let me go to Rush first. What you think about that, Rush? You think the women is gonna be prepared to get in the kitchen and make it happen and leave that fast? Stop expecting to be taken to Roof Chris. You think they're gonna be ready to get in?
You want me to lie or tell the truth?
Nah, I just want. I want you to tell the truth, man. You know.
I'm about to keep it a buck.
Okay, go ahead.
Today's day and age with the women, like even if they did have the skills to cook, because they're so brainwashed with the leftist feminist movement, they would just rebel and not do it. You know what I mean? That's just my personal opinion.
I think that's going to be vital for survival, though. You know, cooking. What do you think, Lloyd? Do you think black women will very quickly conform to and adopt this mentality? Hey, you know, we'll cook for the men and the children.
No, not at all.
Well, damn,
remember
you said
the main
that
job
fast,
yeah, not at all, man. You know, this is my thought on it, right? Black women sold us out for luxury, money, the Oprah type of American dream, right?
Mm-hmm.
To the point where they were saying they were willing not to even give us kids anymore. You know, they really at that point, you know, where they would rather have the luxury than the family. So you think imprisoning them in the house is going to make them want to cook, clean, or do any of that stuff in it? No, it's not. Most of the women ain't gonna want to be there in the first place, and they're gonna be looking for a way out, any way they can get out, which is gonna be part of the internal kind of sabotage, struggle, and all that good jazz. That's gonna be a big piece of it, because they're gonna be looking for ways out of that, man, and quick.
Either man, cooking, and shout out to my sister. Why you so churlish? In the building, she said they'll put an unknown substance in the men's dish. It go kill y'all that. But either man, cooking is a vital part for survival. You agree with that, right? Cooking is very
yes,
vital.
sir.
You think these women that a lot of these men complain about, now you know, in the manosphere, gender war, red pill, you think they're just going to start adopting this mentality that, hey, we'll cook for the men and the children? You think they'll do that when they've been used to going to Red Lobster at McDonald's?
Yeah, I think the women are really cook because you got to understand because we don't got Red Lobster. We don't got all this. The white man companies are gone. I don't think I really understand. They have no choice but to cook. It's no job. Their job's gone. The white man job is gone. And so now the question is they're gonna be sitting around and they're gonna be bored. And they're gonna see Freezy go out there and get a deer. And they're gonna be hungry. And their stomach gonna be figured out. And you know what's gonna happen? The women down there in Florida, they gonna be like, hey, come on over here, girl, so I can show you how to skin this deer real quick. Things will go back because we wouldn't have an artificial. I believe American system. And listen, Freezy, know I love America. I love it, right? I'm be honest, right? But I think this artificial system we live in is what made us change.
Yeah.
It's not us. I know it feel good for men to beat up on women and say, oh, it's the reason women acting this way. All this was strategic by the system to make us act the way that we're acting. Like I've been doing this thing, Freezy. I've been studying how we used to be, right?
Yeah.
And one thing that I started doing is I wasn't really having any medical problems, but I just wasn't feeling like myself. And so what I started doing is I started studying intermittent fasting. I started studying being in a ketosis state. And I over the last 60 days, I lost like 50 pounds. And I realized that it would cause I went back to how I was originally designed. It was a reset in my body. And I'm thinking in this nation, we would go back to how we was really originally designed. People, because the old way of thinking would be
What you do?
completely
You
gone
don't
after a
eat
week.
you don't eat anything after a certain time, like after 6 o'clock or something like that.
So you basically 18 and 6, and most I try every week to not eat 3 days straight. You don't have to eat every day. This is the biggest lie that we was told.
Really?
Yes. If you really study how we were at first, we would eat and then we might go hunt. Like it's proven, this is a proven fact, right? If you stop eating for 3 days, you're gonna be smarter, you're gonna move faster. Like you're literally because your body is designed to be at its top alertness so you can hunt. We don't put
So
listen, us eating
somebody
3.
told me a person can die without eating for 3 days.
They
Isn't that
lied
true?
to you.
No, that's not
It's
true.
it's
Now you can't
it's
survive drinking
scientific
water
fact that
past
people
like
don't win
7 days.
182 days.
Wait. I'm talking about
182 days.
without eating or drinking for 3 days. You can die, right?
No, you have to have water. No,
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
not
you gotta
saying
have
water.
water. But as far as
Like
like you can go past 3 days not eating, bro.
a long time.
Yeah.
If you
But I was,
drinking water, but if you ain't got no water or food, your ass gonna croak.
Yeah, you dying
well,
without the water.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your
You
body
gotta have
is
water.
majority of water. I didn't say don't drink water. That's not what I said. I
I'm
said
gonna be
actually
honest with you.
physically eat.
I've actually defied that too, because I've did a 3-day fast, no water, no food too. I've done that. I was lightheaded,
Yeah,
but I did it.
Yeah, but you should drink water. The reason you should drink water is because our body typically flush things out with water. So anything in your body get flushed out with the water, right? I'm not telling people to go without water. But what I was reading is it was this guy, he was 400 pounds. It's a whole study. And he went 183 days without eating because his body went into ketosis. Your body can make energy two types of way, either through sugar or through burning fat. And your body naturally, why we get fat is because we storing from when we not gonna have food. But in America, they teach us to eat 3 times a day,
Yeah.
which is some BS, right? But so what happened, especially somebody that is bigger. Now I'm not talking about somebody 120 pounds, but somebody's bigger, your body's gonna naturally start eating the fat. You're gonna be all right. I promise you ain't gonna die. And so me doing this with my body, the bigger point that I'm making, when I start doing this with my body, the information started leaving my body. Like my whole, I was having this conversation with this lady. She was like, you're getting younger. What are you doing? Like, she was like, I don't understand, but you're literally looking like you're getting younger and younger. What are you doing? And then I just start understanding this because Freezy, I believe in the spiritual world. I was like, if we will reset if we didn't have these uncommon things causing us to react away. And I think that's how our world will be in Florida,
I
to
think you're
tie it all
on.
together.
I think you're on to something, and I think that's great information that the audience was able to absorb what you just said. I think Either Man kind of blessed y'all too. That was some good stuff. Shout out to Deborah Leonelli in the building, Dunn Harden. Shout out to Prime, Alex SH 2010. Shout out to C Rich in the building. Shout out to Stan Joseph and Okara. Shout out to y'all. So I've talked to. Go ahead, Either Man. Go ahead.
Just a question. Where did the ideology come from? Did this feminist movement come from black women, or did an outside race inputted those thoughts into the black women?
Definitely an outside race.
So that's the point I'm telling you. All the problems we got with black women didn't come from black women. It was them taking information from
Right,
other
but
races.
Man, this is what I feel like you're leaving out. The mind is a powerful thing. Once it's influenced, it's very hard to break out of that. That's why we need therapists and psychologists. See, I think you're not factoring in a lot of this stuff. Like, we're gonna need people are gonna need to be literally reconditioned to live like what we're proposing, right?
Absolutely.
I don't think that people are just gonna easily just snap into place, and I think a lot of people are gonna have a culture shock, and it's gonna be very traumatic, you know.
Absolutely.
And I think
that's what we need in the black community. We need a traumatic experience. Listen, I know it sounds bad, but that's what we need. Listen, because I'm telling you, let me tell you this right here. Independent. Say the woman that's independent, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the woman that's independent, right? She go 3 days without eating. Do you think she's still independent? Let's just say yes. 5 days without eating.
I don't know.
You think she's still independent?
Some of them stubborn, man. Some of them stubborn. Man.
Okay, hello, I got you. ADS. 5 days and she's still independent. 7 days. What about 21 days? 30 days? Listen, people gonna be broken. I'm telling you, they're gonna be broken. That pride that they
Guess
have.
What? Hold on. But Either Man, that doesn't mean they're gonna do the right thing. Guess what? Conditions like that. Guess what? Conditions like that also create. Either Man.
What?
Savages.
Oh, that's gonna be it. Yeah, absolutely.
What about the savages, Either Man?
The savages is gonna be there. It's gonna be part of the world.
And so,
listen, savages is a part of our world now. We just hide them.
Yes, but they're contained by American law, right? So here's the thing. When we're a village, shit, a lot of people would say that if black people had to do it, live as a village, man, them niggas gonna be savages, man. Them niggas are gonna be killing each other. They're gonna be
facts.
That's what I've heard. I've heard white people say this. I've heard, I've heard black conservatives that lean far right. I've heard them say that. I've heard ninjas in the streets say that, man, we won't be able to survive. I've had this conversation before. Man, we gonna be savages, man.
But Freezy, that's all races. I know we want to make that about black people, but if we release all of them white people that's in jail and we put them all in one place, like the idea is anytime you mix the worst with the best of us, the savages are going to be there. Now we gonna have to make a decision. Me and Freezy gonna have to say, hey, check this out. They just released SA offenders. Are we gonna let them live in our community, or we taking them out?
Man, they dead. It's over with them.
See, listen, so that's what I'm saying. We gonna have to start making some.
But they
real
gonna band.
decisions.
Get what, Either Man? They gonna band together, and they gonna make a savage PDF file crew.
Exactly. Listen, but the point that I'm making
snatching kids.
Listen, it's
the only way this even has a shot at working is if we go by the Torah law.
That's a fact.
That's the only
And
way
these,
they
Well,
have a
no,
shot.
these ninjas ain't trying to go by
well,
no
no.
Torah.
Well, no, you gotta understand. It's gonna be a civil war. Let's be clear. It's gonna be an internal war that happens. That's the first thing gonna happen. You can have Freezy group that groups together. This group is gonna group together. And I think you're gonna have a whole bunch of little tribes. And then then it's gonna be like tribe leaders. Like say Freezy is a tribe leader, and I'm a tribe leader.
Oh,
And
we
I'm
gonna
gonna
kill
come together
their
and
ass.
say, hey,
Freezy
I'm
tribe
like,
gonna
hey,
kill
hey,
their ass. I'm
Freezy.
tell you that right now.
Hey, Freezy, let's come together because those people are really not good for it. Like, I want my kids to be able to run around without them people, messing with us. Let's just wipe them out. And then Freezy gonna have to make that decision if he want to be a savage. Like, it's gonna bring out some savages in people. But you gotta remember, if you go through the Torah, you go through the Bible, they had to go through a level of being savages too.
Yeah, but here's what a lot of people underestimate when it comes to village living. A lot of us think that those people that live like that, they don't have a level of intelligence. Those people, when it comes to, survival, I would argue that their intelligence is higher than ours. Because we're so used to like technology and advancement making things easier for us. We've discounted this for a long time, y'all. Intelligence when it just comes to sheer survival. Understanding, like, I get fascinated when I see people like in the wilderness, like these explorers, and they know exactly what plant to eat, and they know exactly what plant not to eat. If you eat this plant, you're gonna die. You can die within 30 minutes. I'd be like, how he know that? How she know that?
That become important to you.
It's gonna be, guess what? Either man, bitches gonna get so hungry they gonna eat that plant that look like a berry. That shit gonna take their ass out.
No, it's not. Listen, the reason we don't care about those things is because it's not important to us. In this world that you're talking about, money's not going to be important with us. Surviving will be our new important thing. And we will dive into that. Like we said, in the boatloads. Like we will see, I'm telling you, it'll be lectures of the black people who lived out in the woods sitting in front of thousands of people in, let's say, in Jaguar Stadium, teaching these lectures about how to survive in Florida, what swamps to stay away from, what to do. This like we will educate each other, especially if we believe that we want to go and take Georgia, we want to go take Alabama, we want to expand our land.
Yeah, cause we got to expand. We just can't stay in Florida. Cause guess why, Edie, man? They coming for us. They coming across that Florida line.
Absolutely.
Oh, war gonna happen. It's inevitable. They coming. You know why? Cause resources. Somebody is finna try to monopolize on these resources, and these niggas. It's gonna be some people like these niggas so damn weak. Well, we can take that shit with it because they already ain't together. We gonna have to fight the hardest. Either man. We're gonna have to fight the hardest. You know why? Because all the other races, you know what they're gonna say? The easiest tribe, the easiest village to subjugate. We need to go for the easiest ones, the easiest people. That's gonna be the black people, because they already ain't together.
And I think that's gonna be the pivotal thing that makes us band together. I'm telling you, that's gonna be the listen, them trying to come take Florida, Freezy, is the things that I'm not gonna fight with my brother. I'm gonna go fight. I know up there in Georgia, they got fields up there that we can eat real good. I think if we all was in one place and we had a common enemy, which was a different race, I think that would band us together faster than anything else.
One thing we got on our side, we got the best.
No.
Go ahead, Lord Idiot. Hold on, before you say that, Lord Idiot, let me read this super cap. Super chat. Shout out to Stan Joseph for the $2 super cap. He said we need to normalize camping, trips, and farming. Shout out to you, Stan. Go ahead, Lord Idiot.
No captivity.
People forgot how slavery was even kind of manufactured, right? It was internal. What they would do is send folks to capture us, and they would put us on Spanish ports, and they would ship us out. but those people were our own people who were capturing us, right? What they would simply
No, they
do is
were
empower us.
Africans.
Well,
We
Africans, of
don't think
course,
like
but
Africans. We're not the same.
there's a crux to the story, right? When it comes to, well, like you said, people of African descent, only thing you got to do is empower a few of them with a couple of, saying trinkets, guns, or just some opportunities, right? And they're likely to take those. So they're not going to be attacking you with tanks and guns anymore. No, no, no. They're just going to give certain people on the inside, saying internally, right? Aspects and power. That's all they're going to do.
Nope. See, the problem with that, ADS, is that all of the people in Florida would be descendants of slavery. Like, it's easy to enslave someone if you never came from slavery. I don't think we would sell each other out for that, and we would kill those people fast, quick, because we know what slavery have done. You gotta understand, we still have the residue in 2025 of what slavery did to us. So I can't speak for you, Lord. I don't know what you would do. But the first, I don't care who they is. I love Freezy. Freezy tried to enslave somebody, knowing where my people came from. Freezy gotta die. Or I gotta die.
I feel you though.
I refuse. I refuse to let slavery happen while I'm on this earth, especially black people.
Well, one thing we do got on our side, we're gonna have the best athletes, and yeah, we're gonna have the best athletes. And
You gonna play that white man's league?
well,
Breezy
no,
gonna play that white man's league?
well, hold on.
Athletes.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. I know this is gonna sound probably bad, but we got to get our population up too. While we're surviving, it's got to be a lot of fucking going on. I'm just saying, it's got to.
But Freezy,
Yeah,
the white man Planned Parenthood is gone.
it's gone.
Listen, we already doing. Listen.
Yeah.
We already doing the fucking part. Listen,
Yeah.
we already doing the sex part. We just use their system to mitigate the amount of births that's happening. But that gone. Oh yeah, Freeze gonna have a whole bunch of them running around here. I already know Freeze. Freeze gonna have a whole bunch. He gonna have a whole clan. I'm like Freezy. I'm like, Freezy, you need me to send my boys over to help you form? He said, what I need your boys for? I got about 40 of them. What I need your boys for? I got my own boys over here.
Shout out to Stan Joseph, man. Super chat. Appreciate you, Stan, for the $5 super chat. Stan said, folks got to be deprogrammed. Folks got to be deprogrammed. Start eating at home. See your life change. Loss of weight, more money, and increased energy. Shout out to you, Stan. I appreciate that, man.
No captivity.
But yeah, I think this is an interesting concept, interesting conversation, because I do think it's going to end up happening, once we get closer to the end times. Not exactly how Edelman said it, but around about. And I do think that groups of demographics are going to have to band together more when we start seeing more tumultuous times, right? The reason why I made this live stream about white Jesus is because it was just a symbolism of one of the reasons that could possibly have been how black people became divided over centuries. Do you think white Jesus and the belief in white Jesus, either man, played a huge part in that when it comes to the black community?
No.
Why not?
I think the devil is really good at throwing the rock and hiding his hand. Like we could blame the white Jesus if you want to. I just think that we want to acknowledge that it's a God, but we don't want to acknowledge. And I'm not saying, when I say we, I mean the black community want to acknowledge it's a God, but don't want to acknowledge it's a devil. I think it's literally force out there who hates us, and we blame everybody but him. In my opinion.
We blame everybody but who?
The devil.
Who's the devil?
Satan. Demons. I can talk about the whole clan. Like I think we blame everybody but Lucifer, Satan, demons.
Yeah.
I know people might want to not align with this from a religious point of view. Cool, but I believe there's a force out there who hate us and is coming against us. And like one thing that I love, I remember I was reading the Bible and it was talked about when Jesus was fasting 40 days and he was in the garden and the devil was quoting scriptures, right, to Jesus. And I tell people all the time, it's like just because they use the book, the devil can use that book too. It wasn't a problem with the book; it was a problem with the person who was quoting it.
Either man, you ever heard of the and shout out to Mel in the building. Mel said black women are not down with raising children alone. Like back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. No way, free. No way, hey, freezy. Let me say.
But they won't be alone. They'll be raising together. That's all they'll be doing.
I agree with that. They'll be more of, like, it'll be a village, you know, like a village mentality. But either man, have you ever heard of the carrot effect, where you dangle a carrot in front of somebody and you just lead them? Yes. I believe for centuries that's what white Jesus was.
Yeah,
because it could influence. White Jesus was the face of doctrine, because we read about in the Bible doctrines of men. So many doctrines have been created from the Bible. I was looking at you on the Lapeef Network the other night, and I thought you did pretty good. But the reason why there's so much disagreement when it comes to the Bible, and there's so many people, especially black people, that's disgruntled when it comes to the Bible, is because there's been so many doctrines created, and at the forefront of a lot of these doctrines, bro, white Jesus is the image. You know, when we watch a lot of these movies and stuff, and the characters that's depicted, most of these characters are white.
I got you.
Go ahead.
And I understand where you coming from, because I understand you. I have watched you long enough. But when I open up that book and I read it, and I look in Hebrews, it says faith is the substance of things hoped for and evidence of things not seen. When I see what it says, like death and life is in the power of the tongue, when I start seeing faith without works is dead, and I read this book and I realize it's not the books that's our problem. It's the interpretation of men, quote unquote, when they used to read that slaves honor your master to the slaves. Slave owners used to do that. What they did is they took it and twisted it for their agenda. So I get it.
Who did that either, man?
I think white people. When they was in slavery, they twisted it to accomplish their agenda. And it's the same way Satan was twisting God's word to be able to try to tempt Jesus Christ. It's no different. So in my mind, I'm telling people.
Bro, I got somebody I gotta get to. They fan me up.
Hey, Lloyd. Hey, strap up, Lloyd. ADS, strap up. Go. Go ahead. Yeah, I either man, I believe what you said. I agree with what you said. I agree with everything you just said. When I deal with the image, like the image of something, I do believe that symbolism is very powerful. Like it could condition people. Symbolism. I don't. When I look at white Jesus, it's not, to me, it's not simply a race thing with me. It's a symbolism thing. And you could use symbols to influence masses of people. You could use like what is it called? Social conditioning. The way we use social conditioning, we put symbols out there in the forefront, and we get people to idolize these things. When I say white Jesus, I don't hate white people. I'm not saying that white people are bad. I'm saying for somebody to change the true image of Jesus that the Bible actually said, that's evil. Whether they changed him, whether they changed him to, it's not about white Jesus. Whether they changed the original depiction of Jesus to Asian or
I got you.
you feel what I'm saying? That's just a bad
Mexican.
thing.
No, no. Listen, but that's what I'm saying. The 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 people was evil,
I agree.
not the not. I understand 100% of what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. But when you say it, when people haven't watched you, Freezy, people don't know the backstory of why you believe the way that you believe. They don't hear the symbolism of white Jesus. They hear Jesus. And I get you can draw the two. What's the difference? I believe Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. He died for my sins. This is what I believe. And so I think sometimes when we talk about quote unquote the white Jesus, it's sometimes to be connected to my Lord and Savior. That's the point that I'm saying, is that we need to talk about the demons, the evilness of those white people of that time, right? Like those was the evil person. It wasn't the scripture, it wasn't the Bible, it wasn't Jesus. It was those people with an agenda to manipulate you with symbols, just like you saying, to be able to control you and the things that you need to do. So that's why I'm drawing a difference between the Bible and Jesus versus the people trying to make a image to be able to control you, to be able to get you to do what they want to do.
So do you think those demonic, and Rush, are you still there, Rush? I think you stepped away from.
Yeah. No, I'm still here.
Okay,
I'm
do
here.
you think, I'm gonna ask Either Man first, and I'm gonna ask Rush. Do you think those same everything you're saying, E, I 100% agree with everything you're saying. Do you think those demonic influences still take precedence today, even today in 2005?
Absolutely. I think not only that they're still here, I think that the problem that we try to do is we try to trick someone, a evil spirit that's been here for thousands of years. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think we think that that we can outsmart them with man knowledge and not the word of God.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think what happened is with all them slave masters and all them people who did those evil things died. It was like in the Bible, it was telling the story about how this man was possessed and Jesus went to the coast and he had a legion of demons in him, right?
Yeah.
And Jesus cast those demons out. What it taught us in that story, what it taught me, let me say that those demons are not locked into a host. Those demons can go from host to host to host. In this situation, they went to the pigs. But those demons are not stuck in one man. What they can do is they can do their agenda. And then once they finish doing their agenda, I believe they can jump to other people. And I think they're still in existence today. To answer your question, I hope that answered your question.
And I agree, and I think those demons, you know, they choose whatever flesh they feel like they can flourish in and actually take over shit. You know what I'm saying? I do believe that.
Well, no, I don't believe that they can possess. I don't believe that they can possess the believer.
No. I'm saying take over the flesh that they feel like they can manipulate the easiest. The believer will be, to me, will be a little more stronger, you know, to kind of resist, because the Bible says resist the devil and he will flee. You know what I'm saying? What do you think, Rush? Do you agree with Either Man and I too, as far as those same demonic forces that influence white people right back then to change the image of Jesus? Do you think that those same demonic forces are well and thriving today, even in 2025, and has a big influence on society?
Yeah, most definitely. Of course, man. Everything is a spiritual warfare. What goes on in the spiritual realm, in the battles of spiritual realm, it manifests within the physical plane right here. So the demonic forces is playing a huge key. You know, man. In the scriptures it says, man, you don't wrestle with I'm butchering the saying. This is not verbatim. I'm paraphrasing, but you're not wrestling with the flesh, man. You're wrestling. You're catching smoke with demonic
Principalities.
entities in high places, man. Word is born. Yeah.
So
Hmm.
this is my
And
last.
then
Go ahead, Edie, man. Go ahead, take off.
and it's deeper than that because he's talking about principalities, and it's principalities that rules over regions, right? So it's a reason that people in the South is going through something totally different from people on the West Coast, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
those demons feel that they have territory over there. You gotta understand. If you ever noticed the most suppressed black people are is where slavery was at a long time ago. Them demons never left. I think about it. If you go to Washington, I stay in Washington State. Black people live a whole different reality than down in Georgia. Why is it that? Because those principalities and demons still ruling over those areas.
I got this is my last question before I get y'all final thoughts because I wasn't planning on keeping y'all long. So we're talking about a belief system. How important do y'all think that will be if we are a village in Florida, like Edom had said? Will belief play a big part in survival?
Yes. I believe that we'll be having people get baptized left and right. I think that majority of the black community will be converted back into believing in God.
Why do you believe that? If do you believe the majority of black people are true believers and they just like read their Bibles and they just understand God like they're
No,
supposed to?
no, because
So they're
America.
gonna outnumber us then.
No, but you gotta understand because America is an artificial. If you ever travel the world, right?
Yeah.
America is an artificial place, right? The reason America is an artificial place is that we share no borders with enemies. We never wake up like in the first world problems. People don't have like. Do you know why the Middle East is mostly have a religion? It's
Yeah.
because they share borders with enemies. And now sharing borders with enemies, you talk about your house being bombed in the middle of the night, shots being fired. It's no police, there's no army, there's no national guard to come save you. You know, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people gonna do, Freezy. They gonna get on their knees and start praying. They gonna get. I'm telling you, like
I don't know about
these
that, Edie,
type
man.
times.
I don't think
I'm
so.
telling you, I know it sounds crazy, but these type of time will actually bring people back into believing, or they'll die.
I'm gonna tell you why. Let me get Rush's answer first before I talk. Rush, do you think belief, the way we believe as a people, as a village, will play a big part in us being a village and being in survival mode? Rush.
Um, I'm going to say no. When if like because this example is showing that hey we're at a primitive state. So when you're in that primitive state, man, you're gonna be on survival mode. There's no time for intellectual thoughts. It's basically you're surviving to get the job done. So nah, there won't be time to even compute religion in that kind of situation. That's just my personal opinion.
Edie Man has a rebuttal. Go ahead, Edie Man. You got pushback.
Well, because I'm coming from the state that God is real, and if God is real, and what I believe, the people that believe in God will be able to overtake the people that doesn't believe in God. They'll be more powerful. They'll be more smarter. They'll be more wiser. They'll be able to do things that the unbelievers can't because God will actually be helping them. So I'm going from that belief, right? If you don't believe in that, it might be hard for people to look at that. So if I have God on my side and these group of unbelievers do not have God on their side, I can't lose with God on my side. They will have to come over or die.
What you think about that, Rush?
I mean, you're assuming that God will be in the midst of governing the whole situation. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but sometimes, man, if it's in God's will to allow, mayhem to take place, it's gonna happen. Just like when you read in the book of Revelation, man. It's they say salvation is in the, it's a narrow path, man, and at the end times, man, we're gonna see things that's we're gonna see the it's just going to be crazy, man. It's just something that the Most High is going to allow to happen. So I'm not going to as far as like, I mean, this is all hypothetical. This is not a real situation. So
Facts.
I just gave you my the most
Yeah,
logical answer.
yeah. I just don't think God would abandon us. But I just like in this world, and like I said, this is so tied into my belief system. That's why I said, if you don't believe what I believe, I understand why people say what they're saying. But I
You,
don't. I believe God wouldn't abandon me. He was actually strengthening me to be able to convert these people to follow Him.
well, here's the thing, man. When the end times take place, man. Okay, when do you know the reason why the Antichrist can't reveal his identity right now?
It's because Jesus haven't returned.
Nah, he can't reveal his identity because the Ruach is still in place within this world right now. Once Christ comes back for his bride, which is the people, that Ruach is not going to be around here. So therefore, the Antichrist will be able to reveal his identity. You know what I mean? So you can't really kind of like linger on something like that because if you don't get it right the first time, man, do you think you have the strong will to survive the last days? You know what I'm saying?
No, no, no. You're talking about two different things. We was talking about white people just gave us our old country. Now we talk about the end of times when Jesus come back and get his bride. I ain't gonna be here at the end of times. Like based off my belief, I'm gonna be gone. I'm not gonna have to deal with the end of times. I was talking about two separate things.
No,
The
but
end of the times have not
the
came.
example is very similar to what we're talking about. You know what I mean? We're going back into the
What?
primitive state. You're taking away everything, and people got to start from scratch.
No, no, no. But you missing it. So one of them is not the end of time. This is just a separation from white people, all races, right? That's one way, right? This other thing that you're talking about is after Jesus Christ came back and got the church, he got the bride, and the believers are no longer on the earth. That's going to be total chaos because there's no believers there to. It's no believers going to be there.
No, no, well, no, you're wrong. The chosen one will be left behind, and he's gonna shorten the last days for the sake of them. Know what I mean,
Okay.
What that's just what I want to say. I think what Edelman was getting at was the spirit of God is going to prevail, right? Like just like the story of Gideon. Gideon was forced to downsize his army to 300, and he fought against thousands, and they still won. You know, they still won. That's what we believe. You know. But I'm gonna tell you something. Well, not a but. Well, I'm gonna say this. The other night when you was on the Lapeef Network, I already knew this, but I can imagine it really enlightened a lot of people as far as how vast black people's belief system is. Up on that panel, bro, it was such a variety of beliefs. Like I was like, damn, you had women, a lot of women up there believed in enchantment, and they didn't believe it. It was a bad thing. They believed it was a part of our ancestry, and a lot of people do. And here's my thing. I try to respect a lot of everybody's beliefs, but what I seen on that panel, I was like, man, when it comes to belief in 2025, this is not the 60s no more, the 50s or the 30s. Like black people ain't A lot of black people ain't in church praising God, catching the Holy Ghost no more. A lot of black people have adopted alternative belief patterns and stuff, and have adopted more like ancestral traditions, I guess, or whatever, to try to attempt to get closer to what they think is our history. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I think we will be shocked if we actually, take a microscope on the black community's belief pattern. It's more diverse than what we really think. And I think as far as that element goes, we're definitely going to be divided during the time of a village in Florida. I think we definitely it's going to be a lot of division, a lot of it.
Well, I think that I think of the story of the disciples, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it will spread just like that. I think it'll be a couple group of people that they think is crazy, and then they'll get a couple more people to believe, and a couple more people to believe, and over time, because you remember, the belief in God didn't happen overnight. The belief in Jesus Christ didn't happen overnight. But I believe over time, majority of those people will be converted.
But guess what? Guess what else, Edom, man? It's gonna be, how the disciples and Jesus was like walking, traveling, and it's gonna be that too. It's gonna be,
Yeah, it's not gonna be good feeling to the flesh. It's gonna
yeah,
be a lot of emotions. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna let a lot of people, like, you remember when the children of Israel left Egypt, and it was like they were slaves. And they was talking about we did eat freely with the white man. We did, like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a whole bunch of that. It's gonna be a whole bunch of crying. It's gonna be a whole bunch of whining. Like, that's gonna come with it. But I
yeah.
believe at the end, God would prevail. And that's the point that I was making.
Well, listen, shout out to y'all. Let me get y'all final thoughts. I'm gonna start with Edom, man. Edom, man, what's your final thoughts as far as everything that we gathered together tonight?
Yeah, I think what it really comes down to is we got to open up our mind to being able to create our own communities, right? I know Freezy's really big on creating our own black communities, and it's nothing wrong with that. But I'm really intentional. Everybody thought I was crazy, Freezy, when I said, no, I'm going to go in business with my friends. I'm going to make money with these group of guys. Hey, we're going to keep our money internal. And we start like doing those type things. And people are like, you can't have business with family, friends, and all these different things. Because I understand that if for us to really succeed as a group, we got to go to a tribal type mentality. And so I really hope that black people understand that you're going to have to find your tribe, and your tribe going to have to be able to thrive in a way, if it's financially, if it's through the American system, or is it away from the American system, like we gave an example today. You would not be able to create an amazing group by yourself. So I end with that.
Man, shout out to Edom, man. I appreciate you, Edom, man. I'll see you soon, bro.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it. Rush, what's your final thoughts, man?
My final thoughts about, first of all, dope stream, man. You're always doing a great job putting out this heat,
Appreciate
man.
you, Rush. I need to hear it, bro.
I mean, my final thoughts about this, I mean, in reality, like, if this were to happen, where we were taking it and putting it to certain section of the world where we have to thrive on our own, you know, you know, us as black people were way too divided, man. It's a shame. I wish it was something different. I wish we got along and we could thrive together, but it looks like it's not a feasible thing. We have different thoughts, different belief systems implemented into our thought process. So you know, us as working as one, I don't see it happening, bro. We don't even get along now, you know.
That's the note you're gonna eat.
Yeah, man. You know.
Hey, no. I mean, I get you, man. You know, I do think it's gonna be a wake up call, and I think we're really gonna see the true meaning of all skin folk ain't kinfolk.
No captivity.
I think we're gonna definitely gonna see that. You know. But
Definitely.
Rush, man, thank you, man, for coming up, man. You know, I've been
Thanks for
rocking
having
with you
me,
for a
man.
long time, man. Shout out to my brother, my Rush, man, my Ark Rush, man. Thank you, bro.
All right, yo.
One, bro. One. Listen. This was an excellent conversation. The conversation took different paths, and everybody put on their thinking caps, even in the chat. Shout out to all of the super caps and everything, man. And I know it wasn't like y'all thought it was gonna be. Y'all thought I was gonna be up here talking about, man, F them CRACKERS's. I know y'all thought I was finna watch. No, I can have an intelligent conversation. You know, about race and religion. I can do it. Freezy can do it. But you thought I couldn't do it? Shout out to Lord ADS, shout out to Edie Man Williams, and shout out to Rush Enterprise Star.
No captivity.
Let's get the benediction, man. Let's see. Here we go, y'all. This is a good one right here. This is Jeremiah 31. Jeremiah 31 and 10. Jeremiah 31 and 10. Right here. And it says, hear the word of the Lord, O nations. Hear the word of the Lord, O nations, and declare it in the coastlands far away. Say, he who scattered Israel will gather him and will keep him as a shepherd keeps his flock.
No captivity.
Hear the word of the Lord, O nations, and declare it in the coastlands far away. Say, he who scattered Israel will gather him and will keep him as a shepherd keeps his flocks. His flock, my bad. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. I love y'all. Shout out to everybody that sent a super cap tonight. I appreciate y'all. Stan Joseph. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Did I read this one? Shout out to Stan Joseph for this super cap.
Super
I thought I read it. Oh, I read it. Shout out to Stan Joseph for his $5 super cap. Stan Joseph's $2 super cap. Shout out to TJ's $5 super cap. Nezabite's $2 super cap. Another $2 super cap from Nezabite. Another $2 super cap from Nezabite. And shout out to our $5 super cap from our sister Mo Love. Appreciate you, sis. And shout out to our brother. I say Jerome's in the house.
No Cap-tivity.
For his $20 super cap. Shout out to my brother Eda Man Williams, man.
Super chat.
Coming through with the $5 super cap. And Eda Man can dance too. I just want to let y'all know that. Eda Man said, can we please stop saying black people do not get along? It is a lie. Most black business owners are partnering with other black business owners.
No Cap-tivity.
Can we please stop saying black people do not get along? It is a lie. Most black business owners are partnering with other black business owners. And I'm gonna tell you, Eda Man, I'm gonna trust Eda Man on that because Eda Man is a businessman. Man.
No Cap-tivity.
And I'm gonna tell you, that's a beautiful thing. If that's true, that's a beautiful thing. And thank you for bringing that out, Eda Man. Thank you for the support too, bro. Once again, man, shout out to our brother Jerome for being the sponsor tonight of tonight's show. Jerome started out as the sponsor and he's finishing as the sponsor. Nobody, defeated Jerome. Nobody got him off his throne. Nobody got Jerome off his throne. So because of that, we're going to celebrate our brother Jerome. So get out your seat and let's celebrate our brother like none other. Shout out to our brother. I say Jerome's in the house. Shout out to our brother Jerome.
No Cap-tivity.
Thank you, Jerome. We're screaming from the rafters. Shout out to Jerome for the sponsorship. He is tonight's official sponsor with a total of $20. That's if we don't finish out the show with another sponsor. Just like my sister said, Fernando Motors, last minute support, show some love. Hit the cash out. $ Freezy no cap. That's $ Freezy no cap. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. I want to remind y'all, I'm gonna put an announcement in the Discord. Shout out to everybody that has actually signed up for our new workshop. Everybody that's in our Discord knows what it is. We have a new workshop in Discord. And we're going to kick it off tomorrow, Sunday, in the Discord, and we will be making that announcement. Shout out to everybody that's been maintaining the VIP pass as a channel member here every month. VIP Wednesday is every Wednesday and is uniquely different. I can assure you that. Shout out to all the mods. Shout out to Fear No Mortals, always working. She's always working fervently in the chat. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. At this point, she my number one mod. I'm just be honest with you. Shout out to Fear No Mortals, man. I really do appreciate you, sis. And Fear No Mortals will be going live Monday, and I will be rocking out with my sister Monday, you know. And you know, so usually it's at 6 o'clock, I think, Monday, Freedom Motors go live. So y'all make sure y'all, you know, I tell y'all every time, man, Freedom Motors have her shows, her live streams, and they be lit. So, you know, I'm gonna continue to remind y'all. Listen, I love y'all. And y'all know what I always say. To free yourself, you must heal yourself. And until the next time, we are out of here. Love y'all, man.
Hey, bro, I appreciate you, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, No Captivity, man. He's a good dude, man. Hey, bro, I appreciate you, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, No Captivity, man. He's a good dude, man. Hey, bro, I appreciate you, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, No Captivity, man. He's a good.
Freezy. No captivity. Freezy.